Daddy, the lion finally found you. Hey, kid. You can eat whatever you want, but you can't just call anyone dad. Wait, Zhou Yu, this guy doesn't even have a girlfriend. How does he have a daughter now? Daddy, don't you recognize me? You shaved off your beard. And you're wearing such weird clothes. You were hiding here eating delicious food, and you didn't even bring Cici along. Cici is mad now. The kind that can't be fixed. Cici, isn't this Li Mingda, the princess of Jinyang of the Great Tang? The one nicknamed Cici? How did she end up at my place? And with the way she just appeared out of thin air, plus her calling me dad. Wait, could it be? I look like a younger version of Emperor Taizong of Tang, Li Shimin, without his beard? Except for the lack of that iconic handlebar mustache, my facial features are actually 80 to 90% similar. Hey, little one. You really have the wrong guy. I'm really not your dad. I'm Zhou Yu. Daddy doesn't want Zuzu anymore. Daddy's trying to hog all the meat and pretend he doesn't know me. Zuzu just wanted one bite of meat. Hey, don't cry. Eat, eat. Here, big bro. Oh wait, no? All right. Dad will get you chopsticks right now. Here, not hot anymore. Eat up. Yummy. So yummy. Daddy, what's that black water stuff? It smells sweet. This is called cola. Ever had it? Wow. Daddy. There's a thunder god dancing inside this water, and it makes bubbles. Sweet and icy cold. It's so good. Come on, try these juicy beef balls. Careful, they're hot. They burst with juice inside. Whoa, Daddy. This ball really does pee. It's amazing. I gotta go back now. Dad, I'll come back tomorrow for more meat. Moi? Great, just great. Day 1, and I'm already a dad. That little girl just ran back to the Tang Dynasty with half a can of cola. If the real heavenly strategist, Li Shimin, hears about her calling me dad, the whole city of Chang'an will be gossiping about my embarrassment. Your Highness, are you awake? Sister Qinglan. Look, the immortal water daddy gave me. There's a thunder god dancing inside. Your Highness, what demonic thing gave you this poison? Quick, call the imperial physician. Report to the Empress. An assassin has poisoned the princess. It's not poison. It's cola. Daddy gave it to me. It's sweet and yummy. Your Highness, don't be afraid. I'll protect you with my life. Who dares poison my child? My own little girl. Grandpa, Grandma. Sister Qinglan stole my cola. Where's the imperial physician? Test it now. Your Majesty, this substance is unlike anything I've ever seen. It's black as ink. And bubbles like boiling water. My medical knowledge is shallow. I cannot yet determine its properties. Further examination is needed. Outrageous. Seal the palace. Dig 3 feet down if you must. But find me that assassin. Anyone who dares touch my daughter. I'll exterminate their entire clan. Get out of the way, physician. Save the Empress now. Hee. Daddy said there's a thunder god dancing inside. Grandpa, why don't you believe me? Physician's son, is there truly nothing you can do? Your Majesty, the Empress has always suffered from asthma. This time, her airways suddenly closed up. No herbal decoction can even get down her throat. I am truly at my wit's end. Mother. Guanyinbi, you must not leave me. Mother can't breathe. It's all my fault for running off. I'm going to find Daddy. Daddy, save us. SCC. What's going on here? I go out for Hotpot and come back with a daughter. Dad, help. Daddy, save Mother. How are you back again? Don't cry, don't cry. Tell Big Bro. Wait, tell Dad. What happened? Mother can't breathe. The physician said she's very sick. Hee. Daddy's an immortal. Daddy, save Mother. An asthma attack. Don't worry, Dad can fix this, Cici. Be good, Daddy's going to get the immortal medicine. You stay here and count to 10. Daddy will be right back. Excuse me, give me the shooting Yiming aerosol. And the budesonide/formoterol powder inhaler. All the emergency meds for acute asthma and bronchospasm. Give me everything. The best and fast. A life is on the line. Sir, please don't panic. These are emergency inhalers. I'll pack them for you right away. Cici. Tsitsi, the immortal medicine is here. Put this in your mother's mouth. And press down hard here. When the white mist comes out, it'll save her life. Got it. Put it in her mouth. Press once. Got it, Tsitsi? Got it. Go. And be quick. I need to find Mother. I need to save Mother. Guards, stand down. Tsitsi, what is that in your hand? Grandpa, move aside. Daddy gave me the immortal medicine, Your Highness. This strange, oddly shaped object. It hasn't been tested. It cannot be administered to Her Highness so lightly. Stand aside. Let Tsitsi try. Huh. Erling, Guanyinbi. I'm here. I'm right here. How do you feel? Is there still any tightness in your chest? Your Majesty, the tightness in my chest is gone. My breathing is smooth again, as if I never had an attack at all. Physician, check the Empress's pulse now. This is impossible. This defies all medical logic. What's the result? Speak up now. A miracle. This is truly a miracle. Her Highness's vital energy had completely ceased. Yet now her pulse is as steady as a healthy person's. All signs of death are gone. I have practiced medicine for decades, and I have never seen a medicine that brings the dead back to life like this. A blessing for the great Tang. Tsitsi, what kind of divine object is this? It's not gold, not jade, not wood, not stone. It's light as nothing in the hand. Yet incredibly tough. No craftsman in the great Tang could ever make something like this. It's the immortal medicine Daddy gave me. Daddy said just press it once. PSSHH. And it would save Mother. Tsitsi, you keep saying Daddy. What does that mean? Who exactly is this immortal who gave you the medicine? Daddy means father. That young man looks exactly like father. Except his face is all smooth, with no beard. What? Looks exactly like me, and no beard? This immortal. Could he have taken on my appearance? Or could it be? I have a long-lost brother in the immortal realm? Tsitsi, what does that immortal's dwelling look like? What does the immortal master's residence look like, Tsitsi? How did you get over there just now? I just closed my eyes. Thought about finding Daddy. And whoosh, I was there. Daddy's house is so weird. No candles needed. The lights on the ceiling are as bright as little suns. There's also a big white rectangular box in the room, blowing out cold air. So cool. Daddy was also eating this red, steaming soup, with meatballs that pea juice. Your Majesty, this little shop must be deeply blessed by fate to have encountered a true immortal protecting our great Tang. Grandma, Daddy also gave me a bunch of medicine. There's writing on it. This material is as thin as a cicada's wing, yet it cannot be torn apart. Of the thousands of silks in this world, only one can rival it. This must be the immortal's Chinquan pouch for storing divine pills. Guanyin, look at the writing on this. Though these characters differ slightly from our Tang regular script and seem incomplete, I can vaguely make out. Take twice daily with warm water. This immortal who bestowed the medicine must be a great sage of the same origin as our China. The immortal has granted such life-restoring divine medicine and dotes on Tsitsi so dearly. This is a tremendous kindness. We mortals must never lose our manners. Well said, Guanyin. Lizzie, go quickly to the inner treasury. Fetch that finest white mutton fat jade pendant I always wear, and also pick out a few bolts of the finest shoe brocade, along with the imperial gold ingots. Tsitsi, since the immortal likes meat, when you go to the immortal realm tomorrow, be sure to kowtow and thank the immortal for saving my life on my behalf. Do not lose the royal dignity in front of the immortal. Got it. Then tomorrow I'll go give Daddy presents. Can I eat more yummy meat and water again? Ha ha ha. As long as the immortal is happy, whatever immortal delicacies you want to eat, I won't stop you. Li Mingda, the legitimate daughter of Emperor Taizong and Princess Jinyang. So soft, cute, and adorable, her eyes full of her loving father. How could she die so young? Since fate let him cross 1,000 years, and she called him Daddy. This cursed destiny, I'm going to change it, no matter what. Hee Daddy. I'm back. Whoa, my little princess, slow down. How's your mother? Did the medicine work? Mom's all better. Daddy's magic medicine went fwish, and Mom stopped wheezing. Daddy, Grandpa says thank you for saving his life, and told me to bring these to you. Your grandpa gave these to me? This jade pendant is carved with a 5-clawed golden dragon. This is definitely Li Shimon's personal imperial item. I could sell just one of these gold ingots, and probably buy a whole luxury apartment in the city center. Daddy, Grandma said if you think it's too little, there's plenty more in the underwear drawer. Too little? Definitely not too little. Your grandma is way too generous. Wow, this time I've really met a benefactor. The reward from the heavenly Khan of the Great Tang couldn't have come at a better time. Phew, it's so hot. Daddy Tsitsi's so hot. I want some of that water with the thunder god dancing in it. Cola's bad for your stomach. Daddy'll get you something even better. Come on, let's go wash your face first. Look at all this sweat. Wow, Daddy. Is this made of crystal? It's so shiny. It shows Tsitsi so clearly. These are called tiles and a glass mirror, not crystal. Ah, Daddy. The water came out by itself. Is there a dragon king hiding inside who spits water? No dragon king. This is called a sensor faucet. High tech. Here. Rub your hands together. So fragrant. 100 times more fragrant than Mom's sachet. So much white foam in my hands. Daddy, what's that white chair? That's a toilet for going potty. Daddy, that chair ate the water. So scary. The toilets in the Great Tang never eat water. Huh. Yummy. So yummy. Daddy, what's this red fruit? It's way sweeter than the fruit in the Tang Dynasty. This is called iced watermelon. Watermelon plus cartoons. Now that's a perfect childhood. Daddy, that black box has talking monster sheep in it. Why are they walking on 2 legs? They're gonna get out. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. This is called a TV. What's playing inside is a cartoon. It's all fake. They can't get out. Haha, that gray doggy is so dumb. It got blown up again. So funny. Zhang Anian, how long has it been? Why isn't Tsitsi back yet? Your Majesty, the Little Highness, only half a stick of incense has passed. Only half a stick? I feel like I've been suffering for half a year. Do you think the immortal will find my gift too meager? Will the shoe brocade and gold ingots even catch the immortal's eye? If the immortal blames me for being negligent and stops protecting Tsitsi, what then? Your Majesty, please calm down. The Little Highness is brilliant and clever, naturally endearing. She will surely win the immortal's favor. The immortal will never be offended. Sigh, I hope so. I wonder. What delicious treats the immortal gave Tsitsi today. Last time, that bubbling black water. I didn't even get a whiff before she downed it all. What a waste of a heavenly treasure. Daddy, this red fruit is so yummy. I want to bring some back for Grandpa and Mom to try. Can I? Of course you can. Your mom just recovered from a serious illness. Some chilled fruit is just right for her. Here, just tear off the plastic wrap and eat. Say hello to your grandpa and mom for me. Okay, thanks, Daddy. Daddy's the best. I want to find Mom. My dear daughter, did the immortal blame us? Was the immortal satisfied with the shoe brocade and gold ingots? Hey, your beard is prickly. Daddy was so happy. He didn't blame us at all. He even told me to bring this watermelon back for Grandpa and Mom to eat. Guanyin, Lizzie. Look at this. This fruit. It's surrounded by a transparent, invisible protective barrier. It's ice cold to the touch. Could this be an immortal formation to seal in spiritual energy? Grandpa, silly. This is called plastic wrap. Just tear it open and eat. Oh, my little princess. Gently, gently. This is an immortal formation. What a waste to ruin it. Move, move. Tsitsi wants to feed Mom. Fruit. Mom. So, Guanyin, how does this fruit taste? My lord, this fruit is certainly not of the mortal world. I feel a coolness throughout my body, and my illness has completely vanished. Tsitsi, let Dad taste it too, to test it for your mom. I mean, to properly appreciate the medicinal properties of this immortal fruit. Sweet. So sweet. In the scorching summer heat. To have something so cold and sweet. The immortal's power is truly terrifying. Hey, Grandpa. Don't eat it all. Leave some for Mom. My lord, what are you doing? As the sovereign of a nation, how can you fight the children for food? Guanyin, please calm down. I just think this immortal fruit has astonishing medicinal effects, and I wanted to absorb a bit more immortal energy. Father, look at this. Its color is like silver, yet it shows no sign of oxidation or tarnishing. It's cold and hard to the touch, definitely not as soft as silver, and its surface is as smooth as a mirror, not a single trace of forging or hammering. Your daughter dares to assert that even the most skilled master craftsman of the palace workshop, hammering day and night, could never produce something so naturally perfect, so utterly flawless. What kind of divine metal is this? Tsitsi, you said earlier that in the immortal realm, you also saw a rectangular white box that blows cold air. Oh, that white box is amazing. Standing in front of it is as cool as midwinter. Daddy calls it an air conditioner. Air conditioner. A treasure that controls the balance of cold and warm air. Zhang Anan, this old servant is here. Go at once to the imperial household department and take stock of the state treasury and my personal coffers. The finest pearls of the Eastern Sea, the choicest rubies of the Western regions, and calligraphy and paintings by the great masters of every dynasty. Dig them all out for me. The immortal master has descended to protect our dynasty. This is a once-in-a-millennium opportunity for the great Tang. From this day forward, the great Tang shall sincerely befriend this Master Zhou. Daddy, I'm back. Oh my god. Your grandpa really knows how to splash the cash, huh? Hee, Grandpa said. As long as Daddy's happy, I can pick anything from the Tang treasury. Daddy, I want to play with that white box that blows cold air again today, and I want to drink the bubbly water. Blowing the AC is nothing. Today, Daddy's taking you to experience some real adult fun. Come on, Daddy's taking you out into the world to buy you the coolest ride in the whole world. Daddy, the buildings here are so tall, and the ground is all slippery. It's brighter than Grandpa's Taiji Palace. Wow, Daddy. Look at that pink iron armor beast. Its eyes even light up. So pretty. Boss, I'll take this top-of-the-line pink kid's Ferrari. The one with Bluetooth speakers, leather seats, and shock absorbers. Seatsy, listen carefully. Step on this right one to go forward. Step on the left one to stop. This round thing in your hand controls the steering. Turn it whichever way you want to go. Seatsy's super smart. I learned it in one go. Your Majesty. I heard rumors in the palace yesterday of a divine medicine descending upon the world that even cured the Empress's chronic illness. This is utter nonsense. It must be some charlatan's trickery. Throughout history, emperors who sought immortality, like Qin Shi Huang or Emperor Wu of Han, only exhausted the people and drained the treasury, harming the nation and its citizens. Your Majesty is a wise and enlightened ruler. You must not be seduced by such tales of spirits and superstition, or be bewitched by that sorcerer. Wei Qing, I'll say this one more time. He is no sorcerer. He is an immortal master. The Empress herself took his divine medicine and recovered from the brink of death. I and Princess Changle witnessed this with our own eyes. How could it be false? Seeing is not necessarily believing. I beg your Majesty to issue an edict, to search the entire city for that fraudulent Taoist, to set the record straight. You. Wow, what is this enchanting music? What demon dares to trespass into the Taiji Palace? Where are the Imperial guards? Seize this monster at once. Ouch. Hey, Uncle Wei, get out of the way. I'm not good at this yet. I can't hit the brake. Grandpa, look at the pink Ferrari Daddy bought me. Isn't it cool? Wei Qing, open your eyes and look carefully. A divine object like this, that moves at lightning speed, without needing ox or horse to pull it. Does the great Tang possess such a thing? If the immortal master had not bestowed this gift, who could possibly have created it? Your Highness. Is it truly certain there are no hidden mechanisms in this thing? It moves on its own without ox or horse. Of course. It's a Ferrari my daddy bought me. Daddy says it eats electricity. Just step on this little pedal, and it goes faster than the wind. It eats lightning. Ha ha ha. Excellent, excellent. A divine object that devours thunder and commands lightning. A faint crackle of celestial thunder. Indeed, the power of thunder and lightning flows within it. The work of immortals. Utterly miraculous. Your Majesty, listen to this celestial music. 2 tigers. Could these tigers refer to the white tiger divine beasts that guard the 4 directions of the immortal realm? Even the divine beasts dance to this melody. This music must be the supreme sound of the great Tao itself. Minister Fong speaks with great wisdom. Seatsi, my child, you are still young for such a divine object. It may be difficult for you to control. Come, let Grandpa test the depths of this Ferrari for you. No, Grandpa, go away. Grandpa's too big. You'll crush my iron armor beast. Daddy bought this for me. Grandpa can't play with it. My good girl, Grandpa will just sit on it once. Just one little try. TT22. TT Tigers. Hey, you're too naughty. You broke my car. Ouch, why is this immortal mount so tight? Humph. I'm not talking to Grandpa anymore. I'm going back to find Mommy. Your Majesty, I retract my earlier words. A divine object such as this is absolutely beyond the reach of mortal craftsmen. The one who bestowed this gift, if not a true immortal, must possess a world-shaking secret capable of toppling the very foundations of the great Tang. Let my edict be known. What happened today? No one is to breathe a single word of, on pain of the extermination of 9 generations of their family. You will be done. Mommy, Grandpa is a big meanie. He insisted on sitting in my car, and he almost crushed the bottom of it. I'm so mad. Your Grandpa was just curious. But such a delicate divine object is indeed not suitable for an adult to ride. Exactly. If Grandpa wants to play, He can go ask his own daddy to buy him one. Tsitsi, your grandpa's father is Emperor Gaozu himself. How could he go and ask an immortal master to buy a car? I don't care. Nobody's touching my Ferrari, that's final. Oh, I was so busy driving earlier that I didn't get to eat much. Mommy, I'm going to go play with Daddy for a bit more. Daddy said he'd give me some yummy candy today. Go on then. Remember, don't be naughty. You must be respectful to the immortal master. I know. I'm going to find Daddy. This Master Zhou. Just what kind of extraordinary, brilliant figure is he? What's with that face? You could hang an oil bottle off that pout. Daddy, Grandpa is a big meanie. He squeezed himself into my Ferrari and almost broke it. Ha ha ha. All right. Don't be mad. Your grandpa's just never seen anything like it. Come here, Daddy's got something good for you. I guarantee when you take this back, it'll make your grandpa and those ministers jump right out of their skins. Daddy, what is this? It's flat. Is it another kind of immortal pill? This is called popping candy. Open wide. Yeah, Daddy. It feels like the thunder god is having a fight in my mouth. Fun, right? And sweet. Sweet. And so much fun. I'm taking this back to give to Grandpa. Scare him to death for stealing my car. Go on then. Just don't give them too much. Don't want to give them a heart attack. Your Majesty, the rains have been relentless in Hunan Circuit. Several counties have already reported total crop failure. If we cannot send relief funds and grain, I fear civil unrest will break out. The state treasury is empty, and from the imperial coffers, we sent the most valuable items to the immortal realm as thanks just yesterday. How are we to fill the gap for disaster relief now? Grandpa, I'm back. Tsitsi, has the immortal master bestowed another treasure upon you? Ta-da-da-da. Daddy says this is a supreme treasure from the immortal realm. It's called Bouncy Bounce Immortal Pills. Eat one, and you'll become an immortal. Bouncy Bounce Immortal Pills. Quick, let Auntie Di see. Auntie Di is clumsy. She'll tear it open. Auntie Di, Uncle Wei, Uncle Fong, you all eat some. This is the new Qilin nectar from the immortal realm. Wei Qing, Minister Fong, I shall share this immortal fortune with you. Whoa, Thunder God, your servant's mouth has heavenly thunder roaring in it. Help, this immortal pill's power is so fierce. This old servant is about to ascend to immortality. Haha, Grandpa's a scaredy cat. Uncle Wei's a scaredy cat too. It doesn't hurt at all. This is the immortal realm drawing heavenly thunder into my body, a sign that it is cleansing my marrow and forging my bones. Exhilarating. Truly a divine object. Congratulations, Your Majesty, on your marrow cleansing. May the immortal master protect the great Tang for 10,000 years. Adults are so weird. It's just a pack of candy. How did that become marrow cleansing? Truly worthy of the immortals, tempered by thunder. I feel as if every limb and bone has been washed clean by a spiritual spring. The exhaustion from reviewing memorials these past days is completely gone. Your servant also feels clear-minded and refreshed. A single packet of candy possesses such heaven-defying power. If we could receive but a fraction of the immortal master's guidance, how could the great Tang not enjoy eternal peace? Your Majesty's fortune is as vast as the heavens, and the little highness is deeply blessed by immortal fate. Ha! Oh, don't move, you guys. Tsitsi, what divine object is this now? Daddy said to borrow it and go click, and it can put Auntie Di's face onto a piece of paper. Then I'll take it back to show Daddy. Is the princess telling the truth? How can a person's likeness be captured on paper, separate from their body? This sounds so much like the soul-capturing arts recorded in ancient texts. Soul capturing. Your Majesty, you must not. A person's spirit and vitality all reside in their face. If this device sucks it away, won't you become a walking corpse? Nonsense. Why would the immortal master harm me? Tsitsi, go right ahead. I want to see how this immortal device captures a person's image. Grandpa, Uncle Wei, Uncle Fong, look here. Daddy said you have to smile. Say eggplant with me. Eggplant. Ah, my eyes. Assassins. Guards. Protect the Emperor. Haha, it came out. It came out, Grandpa. See, it really made a paper picture. Tsitsi, but there's clearly nothing on this paper. Daddy said we have to wait and blow on it for it to appear. Divine skill. A painter would need days to finish a portrait. This treasure needs but a flash of lightning to transfer a person's very spirit completely onto paper. Terrifying. The immortal master. What kind of divine being is he? To possess such power to reshape the world and capture all things. Hee, this is so fun. Grandpa, your smile is so ugly. Your beard is all sticking up. You look like an old man. Daddy looks much better without a beard. Daddy is young and buys me Ferraris and gives me yummy things to eat. Grandpa, you'd look more spirited without the beard too. Ahem. Tsitsi. That immortal master truly looks exactly like me, just without the beard? Yes. Daddy is super handsome. Grandpa, I want to take this paper to show Daddy. Let him see how old you look. Zhang Lao, pass the decree. I want a portrait painted, the most majestic one. Have the finest painter in the palace show the immortal master, who is truly more heroic and handsome. Paint me more valiantly. These fine lines at the corners of my eyes. Erase them all. And make my posture more imposing. Show the aura of my days at Tiger Pass, when I stood alone against 1,000 foes. Grandpa, sit up straighter. Don't wrinkle your dragon robe. Ahem. What does a child know? This is imperial majesty. This is fortune. Humph. Still not as handsome as Daddy. Tsitsi, give this to the immortal master. Let him take a good look at my splendor. Okay, I'll go find Daddy. Dad, Grandpa wrote you a challenge letter. A challenge letter? This is your grandpa? This abstract art style? How can you tell he looks anything like me? Grandpa says he's super handsome. He wants you to take a good look. The calligraphy is good, though. Bold and flowing, like dragons and snakes. Truly worthy of the greatest emperor of all time. All right, when in doubt, ask AI. Thank you, immortal master, for the life-saving medicine. If the immortal master is willing, any treasure of the great Tang is yours for the taking. Oh, Lier's flexing his muscles in a roundabout way, huh? Ha. The greatest emperor of all time, and he's this competitive, trying to out-handsome a modern guy like me? Tsitsi, your dad wants to compare looks, huh? Hold on. Tsitsi, take this back to your dad. Tell him this is called a full-length mirror. Tell him to take a good, long look at himself, and see what the most handsome man in the great Tang really looks like. Daddy, there's another Tsitsi inside it. You can even see every single hair. The Tang Dynasty's bronze mirrors can't compare to this at all. Take it back with you. This is Daddy's big gift for your grandpa. Okay, I'm going back right now to show Grandpa the mirror. Wei Qing, Minister Fong, tell me, when the immortal master sees the portrait General Yin painted of me, won't he feel ashamed of his own looks? Back in my day at Yinmen Pass, I charmed countless noble ladies from the great clans. Your Majesty's heroism is unmatched, and your imperial might is vast. The immortal master will surely perceive your Majesty's peerless splendor from the portrait. Grandpa, Daddy sent a gift back for you. Daddy said your painting was too ugly. He said to show you. What is this? Grandpa, hurry up and uncover it. It's amazing. Your Majesty. Your Majesty's soul has been sucked into that glass panel. My white hairs. My crow's feet. Grandpa, Daddy said this is called a full-length mirror. It shows you clearly. The immortal master. The immortal master is piercing my very heart. Such pure, flawless glass. As large as a door panel. And as smooth as still water. Without a single ripple. Such divine craftsmanship. Could only be forged in the celestial realm. Grandpa, Daddy also said, for you to take a good look. And see what the most handsome man in the great Tang really looks like. The immortal master's powers are boundless. I am humbled. If a mere mirror is this miraculous, then the immortal master must surely possess countless other treasures that could transform the great Tang. Hear my decree. This precious mirror shall be delivered to Lijing Hall immediately, for the Empress's use at her vanity. Furthermore, I strictly order everyone in the palace. If anyone dares to slight or displease the little princess, they shall be executed without mercy. Daddy said, tonight he's making me that yummy thing called instant noodles, and he's adding a fried egg too. Daddy, the water's boiling. Put the noodles in now. Hold on. This is the soul of making instant noodles. Wow, that smells so good. Daddy, why are these noodles all curly? Like sheep's wool. This is called wavy noodles. That way they soak up all the broth. Come on, try the Immortal Realm's braised beef noodles. Slow down. Have some soup. So delicious. The noodles in the Great Tang are all straight, and they don't have any flavor at all. Daddy's noodles are not only curly, but the soup is so delicious too. And those round egg things. Crispy on the outside. Soft on the inside. I'm so happy now. Daddy not only cooked you noodles, but also prepared some things for you to take back. What are these? These are self-heating hot pots and instant noodles in cups. Tsitsi will remember that. When you get back, put this white packet at the very bottom. Pour a little cold water in. No fire needed. It will cook the food on top all by itself. It cooks without fire? Daddy is so amazing. Is there a fire dragon hiding in this water? You can think of it that way. Take it back and let your mother have a taste. Okay, Mom and Grandpa have definitely never eaten such delicious food. I'm heading back now. Mom, I brought back the Immortal Realm food. Tsitsi's back. Don't run so fast. What good things did the Immortal Master bestow today? Mom, look. Daddy said this is called a self-heating hot pot. It cooks the food without needing fire. Your Highness, without firewood or flame. How can food possibly be cooked? This would be like water without a source. A tree without roots. What do you know? Daddy said there's a fire dragon hiding inside. Sister Chiyua. Go fetch a pot of cold water quickly. Oh, what's happening? My lady. It boils without fire. Such unfathomable means. It must be an immortal fire attribute formation. Don't be scared, Mom. Daddy said the fire dragon is working hard inside. It'll be ready to eat soon. So yummy, so yummy. Guanyinbi. I smelled a wondrous aroma from far away, one I've never encountered before. Could the imperial kitchen have devised a new dish? What is this? Why does it bubble and boil like hot water without any fire or flame? Grandpa. This is the self-heating hot pot Daddy told me to bring back, and some cup noodles. Self-boiling without fire. And it produces such delicacies with perfect color, aroma, and taste. Truly, the arts of the immortals are breathtakingly marvelous. Come, let me taste this fire dragon cooked delicacy for your mother. Ooh, so spicy. But it's so exhilarating. Erling, eat slowly. Careful not to burn yourself. Guanyinbi. You must try some too. This immortal delicacy is 100 times better than the boiled mutton from the imperial kitchen. Such a rich and robust spiciness. Grandpa, there are also instant noodles. Instant noodles are noodles soaked in hot water. The soup is super tasty. Marvelous. I've spent my life on horseback, yet I've never tasted such satisfying noodles. Grandpa, what's wrong? You're full. Why aren't you happy? Erling, has something happened in the court again? These immortal noodles are indeed the finest in the world, but the saltiness in this soup reminds me of the suffering of my people. The Hunan circuit has been hit by relentless rain. Floods are everywhere. Tens of thousands of people have been displaced from their homes. I urgently need to allocate grain and supplies for disaster relief. Yet the national treasury has run dry at this very moment. The treasury is empty. Is the Ministry of Revenue truly at its wit's end? Those great clans and aristocratic houses, relying on their control of salt, iron, and grain stores, are hoarding goods and profiteering at this very time. The price of crude salt in Chang'an right now has been driven up to the heavens by them. They're profiting from disaster. They're forcing me to bow to them. The clans are this brazen. Aren't they afraid of inciting public outrage? They're certain that I can't produce enough copper coins to buy their overpriced salt, which is why they dare to be so reckless. The Tang's salt ponds and mines are all under their control, and the methods of salt production are in their hands alone. This will surely throw the realm into chaos. What a suffocating position for an emperor to be in. Grandpa, is it because you don't have money to buy salt? Yes, Grandpa is a poor emperor. Can't afford the clan's overpriced salt. Can't save the disaster-stricken people. Grandpa, if you can't afford to buy it, why not sell it? Sell? Where would I get salt to sell? Daddy has some. I saw it in Daddy's immortal realm. The salt in Daddy's kitchen isn't like the Tang's bitter, astringent yellow chunks. It's as white as winter snow, and as fine as sand. And it doesn't have the slightest bitterness. It's so tasty, both salty and savory. Salt as white as snow, without a trace of bitterness. Tsitsi, are you telling the truth? Does the immortal master truly possess fine salt as pure and white as snow? Really, Daddy always cooks with that white salt. Daddy said that kind of white salt, where he comes from, you can buy a big bag for just a few coins. It's super cheap. A big bag for just a few coins. Guanyinbi, did you hear that? If the immortal master is willing to bestow this snow-white salt upon the great Tang, even in exchange for just a sliver of immortal technique, I can completely shatter the rice bowls of those great clans. The disaster in the Hunan circuit, the national treasury, all of it can be saved. Tsitsi, Grandpa needs to ask you a favor. When you go to the immortal realm tomorrow, be sure to ask the immortal master for me. Grandpa wants to open a shop in Chang'an, a store selling the immortal master's divine goods. If the immortal master is willing to bestow the snow-white salt, Grandpa is willing to split all the shop's profits. 50-50 with the immortal master. No, 70-30. The immortal master gets 70, the great Tang gets 30. Opening the shop. Is it that supermarket Daddy took me to? Great. I'll go ask Daddy for Grandpa. I'm going to open the biggest supermarket in Chang'an and make tons and tons of money. Huh? Daddy, I'm back. Slow down. You just ate Hotpot. Don't jump around. Why are you back so soon? Did the self-heating hot pot scare your mother? Mom wasn't scared at all. Grandpa ate it and was so happy. It was so spicy he was sticking his tongue out, and he even drank all the soup. Daddy, Grandpa asked me to ask you something. What does your grandpa want to ask? Grandpa said he's a poor emperor and doesn't have money to save the disaster victims. He wants to open the biggest supermarket in Chang'an. Grandpa said he wants to sell the salt from Daddy's kitchen, the kind that's as white as snowflakes. Grandpa also said, after making money, Daddy gets 70, the great Tang gets 30, split the profits. Your grandpa sure is willing to bet big. Daddy, please say yes to Grandpa, okay? Grandpa said the disaster victims are so pitiful. They don't have any food to eat. Agree? Of course I can agree. But Daddy doesn't want. That's 70% of the profits. Go back and tell your Grandpa that I have only one condition. What condition? Opening a supermarket in Chang'an is fine, but you must be the head steward of this supermarket and have your mother oversee it, ensuring every single profit is used for the people of the great Tang. I get to be the head steward? That's right, and it'll all be your private allowance. From now on, If Grandpa needs funds for disaster relief, he'll have to borrow from you. Whoever sits on the throne will have to answer to you. Great, great. I'll be the head steward. If Grandpa wants to borrow money from me, I'll make him crack walnuts for me. Let's go, head steward. Daddy will take you to stock up on goods. Tsitsi, listen carefully. The white salt is for benefiting the people and smashing the clan's rice bowls. But if we want to quickly empty the money pouches of those aristocratic houses, relying only on selling salt is too slow. We'll need these clever tricks and ingenious gadgets. So fragrant, so nice. Even nicer than mother's flower petals. This is called soap. For washing hands and bathing. Not only does it clean, it leaves a lasting scent. That clear cup is called a glass. At your grandpa's place, they call it premium colored glass. Take these 3 things back and show your grandpa what immortal heritage looks like. As for how to run the store, let your grandpa rack his brains over that. Okay, I've got it. Grandpa sells to the poor, and the nice-smelling stuff and cups go to the rich big bad wolves. Bye-bye. Head steward's off to make money. Tsitsi. What did the immortal master say? Did he agree to grant the snow white salt? Oh, don't rush me. Let me catch my breath. Daddy agreed. He can sell the white salt and open the superstore too. But Daddy has one condition. Not just one condition. Even 10 or 100. If the great Tang can provide it, I will not utter a word of objection. Daddy said. He doesn't want the starting money. Daddy said the Tang store must be mine. I'm the one and only head steward. All the money we earn is my allowance. If Grandpa needs money to help the people, he has to borrow it from me. The immortal master's affection for Tsitsi has already surpassed worldly customs. With such wealth and immortal fortune by her side, who in the great Tang would dare lay a finger on Tsitsi now? Truly noble. I, as the ruler of this realm, was not as thorough as the immortal master. Very well, head steward. Grandpa promises you. From tomorrow, you shall be the owner of the great Tang's finest shop. Grandpa's such a good boy. Grandpa, Daddy didn't just bring white salt. He also brought a magic trick to squeeze money out of the big bad wolves. The people have the great Tang, and the heavens have the great Tang. With such promises, how can the people of the Tang not prosper? 5 great clans, 7 noble houses. Your days of hoarding and profiteering are over. This is premium colored glass. Such a rich fragrance of 100 flowers. Tsitsi, what is this? Daddy says it's called soap. For bathing and washing hands. After washing, you smell wonderful. Zhang Anan. This old servant bears an edict. The most bustling, largest royal shop in the East Market is to be cleared immediately. Station the Qinyo guard to guard it day and night. From this moment on, Princess Jinyang, Li Mingda, shall be the head steward of that shop. The great Tang Immortal Emporium shall open its doors to guests in 3 days. Daddy, are these little square boxes for packing the immortal treasures? Head steward Tsitsi. Guess which box the glass is in. Daddy, all the boxes look the same. I can't guess. And that's exactly the point. In these 3 boxes, there's a priceless glass cup, fragrant soap, or maybe just a lump of plain white salt. Those noble clans in Chang'an are rich, right? We're not selling individually. We're selling blind boxes. Blind boxes? Right. Tell those big bad wolves. 100 strings of copper for 1 box. Once you buy, it's yours. Whatever you open is what you get. To get their hands on the premium glass cup, they'll go crazy and buy 10 boxes. Even 100. But most of these boxes just have our cheap soap and little mirrors. Daddy, this idea is so fun. If we can use those merchants' money to build bridges and roads, that would be wonderful. And that's not all. This is a VIP gold card. Set a rule when you get back. To enter our great Tang Emporium, you must first pay 1,000 strings for a VIP gold card. No card. No blind boxes. Period. 1,000 strings for a card? Will the big bad wolves buy it? If they don't, they'll never get the immortal glass. The harder it is to get, the more they'll fight over it. You just sit at the counter and collect the money. As for the rest, let your auntie arrange the hype. Okay, I get it. Daddy's money-making magic is amazing. I'm going to find Andy. Tsitsi's back. Has the immortal master prepared the goods? Already. Daddy gave me a super clever idea. Grandpa, Uncle Chan's son, Uncle Fong, listen up. This is called a blind box. 1,000 strings for an entry card. 100 strings for a mystery box with who knows what inside. This is highway robbery. Your Majesty, this isn't just robbery. This is devouring people without spitting out the bones. Those noble clans. If they know there might be premium glass in the boxes, forget 100 strings. Even 500 strings. They'll gamble like mad. Once they're hooked, all the copper coins and grain they've hoarded will flow right into the little highness's pockets. A kill without a blade. The immortal master's plan doesn't spill a drop of blood, yet it will uproot the very foundations of the 5 great clans. Grandpa, Daddy said, money from big bad wolves is free money. Grandpa, hurry and arrange the hype. Tomorrow we open and make bank. Excellent. Head steward, Zhang Anan, spread the word immediately. The immortal shop opens tomorrow. Premium colored glass has appeared in the world, only with a gold card. May distinguished guests enter to seek immortal fortune. I heard the royal family cooked up some immortal shop today, claiming premium glass has descended. Has the air gone broke, or what? Trying to use such cheap tricks to swindle our clan's money and grain? Let's just see what rare treasure the royal family can actually produce. The auspicious hour has arrived. The immortal shop opens its doors. What a powerful, exotic fragrance. This is no ordinary mortal perfume. You clan heads want to see the immortal treasures? Fine. The Great Tang Emporium opens today. The rules are simple. To enter, pay 1,000 strings for a VIP gold card. No card, no viewing. Haha, 1,000 strings just to get in? Absurd. Princess, are you mocking us? 1,000 strings could buy half the shops in the East Market, and you're only selling an entry card? Big bad wolves, buy it or don't. If you don't, move aside. Wow, a premium glass cup. How can there be glass so pure, so flawless? Thin as a cicada's wing? Not a single fleck of color, not a single bubble. This is a priceless treasure, a true rarity of the world. Look closely, everyone. The premium glass cup bestowed by the immortal master is hidden among these hundreds of blind boxes. Blind boxes are 100 strings each. Only those with a gold card may enter to draw for immortal fortune. I'll buy? Give me a gold card. Little Highness, this commoner wants a gold card and 10 blind boxes. Coming right up. Sister Zhou Yu, collect the money and hand out the cards. 1 bar of soap. So fragrant. This is 100 times richer than even the Western region's spices. 1 premium glass cup. Ha ha ha. 100 strings for premium glass. This commoner is rich. I actually won the draw. Out of my way, I'm getting a gold card. The Chui clan of Bowling bids 5,000 strings. I'll take 50 blind boxes first. The Li clan of Zhaojun bids 10,000 strings for me. 10 gold cards to cover 100 blind boxes. The Xinghe clan bids 20,000 strings. Everyone, get out of my way. The glass cup is mine. Ha ha ha. Daddy's right. The big bad guys really do fight to give us money. 50,000 strings. 100,000 strings. 300,000 strings. Delightful. Simply delightful. Ha ha ha. The great clans and aristocratic houses, hoarding goods for profit. Before the immortal master's dimension-shattering blind boxes, they're nothing but leeks waiting to be harvested. Just for these bits of glass and incense blocks, we 5 surnames and 7 clans have sunk a full 3 million strings of copper coins into it. The Great Tang Emporium is basically sucking our blood. Li II is using our family fortunes to fill the hole in his Hunan relief funds. Patriarch, we've been tricked. That blind box scheme by the little princess Jinyang was clearly a trap to lure us in. Now our liquid silver is all drained dry, and even the cash flow for our grain shops everywhere is about to snap. What's there to panic about? Li II thinks some silver can secure his throne. How naive. Send a carrier pigeon right now to notify all salt and grain shops in Chang'an and the surrounding circuits to shut down indefinitely, effective immediately. The patriarch's plan is to cut off his salt and strangle his grain. This realm, after all, belongs to us, the great clans. Without crude salt, the common folk will go weak within 3 days, and the imperial guards won't even lift their blades. Then Chang'an will descend into chaos. If Li II wants to keep his realm, he'll have to hand over that Great Tang Immortal Emporium, along with that Princess Jinyang who produces the finest glass, straight into our hands. Splendid. Guanyin, take a look at these ledgers. 3 million strings. In 3 days, Xizi's blind boxes drained them of 3 million strings. Those old foxes are nearly mortgaging their ancestral homes. Your Majesty, urgent. Something huge has happened. The great clans have rebelled. What has you so alarmed? Just half an hour ago, all salt shops under the 5 surnames in Chang'an hung up their sold-out signs. Not only that, they've also blocked the salt routes around the city, so not a single grain of crude salt can get through. What? They dare cut off Chang'an's salt? Your Majesty. This is the great clan's scorched earth strategy. The blind boxes may have drained their silver, but the Tang salt ponds and mines, the veins are all in their hands. If the people go 3 days without salt, their limbs will go weak, and 100 ailments will follow. Then public fury will boil over, and Chang'an will erupt in revolt. These treacherous rebels, they're forcing my hand, forcing me to hand over Xizi's immortal secrets. I'll muster the Xuanjia Guard and arrest the entire Chui clan. You must not, Your Majesty. The great clans are bound together. Pull one hair, and the whole body moves. If you draw the sword, the great Tang will shatter into pieces in an instant. Hello, Grandpa, can you hear me? Uncle Wei, can you hear me? Oh. What demon dares make such noise in the Lijiang Hall? Ha, Uncle Wei. It's you again. You're such a scaredy cat. I'm not a demon. I'm the head steward Xizi. Xizi, what kind of treasure is that in your hand? Daddy says it's called a megaphone. It's for shouting when you sell things on the street. It can make your voice 100 times louder. Grandpa, don't worry anymore. Daddy knows everything in the immortal realm. Daddy says those big bad guys lost their money and won't own up to it. So they'll definitely use salt to bully Grandpa. The immortal master knows even this. Does the immortal master have a way to break this deadlock? Of course I do. Grandpa, Uncle Wei, look. Daddy had me bring back snowflake salt. Daddy says it's called a dimension-shattering strike. Let the big bad guys' bitter salt rot in their warehouses. This really is salt. Heaven blesses the great Tang. Heaven blesses the great Tang. The great clan's crude, filthy salt is worse than mud and sand. Tsitsi, my good daughter. Ask the immortal master for Grandpa. How much of this snowflake salt does he have? If it's just this one bag, it may not be enough to quench Chang'an's urgent need, Daddy said. This white salt is as plentiful as sand in the supermarket. Daddy even rented a steel beast called a big truck, a giant metal monster, with a belly full of white salt, bigger than the halls of the Taiji Palace. As long as Grandpa needs it, there's as much as you want. Excellent. Haha. Hear my decree. Tomorrow at dawn, the Great Tang Immortal Emporium will begin selling snowflake salt, priced at 5 coppers per caddy. I will make those great clans lose everything, never to rise again. I heard the 5 surnames shut down all their salt shops. Crude salt on the black market is already 100 coppers a caddy. How are we supposed to survive? Right. If we can't buy salt, the men working at home won't even have the strength to lift a hoe. Everyone, don't panic. The Great Tang Emporium has new stock today. The big bad guys won't sell you salt. I will. Sister Zhou Yu, bring out the goods. What is this? How can it be so white and pure? Good people of Chang'an. This is snowflake fine salt brought from the immortals by Princess Jinyang. Not a trace of sand or impurity, and not a hint of bitterness. By His Majesty's decree. Today this immortal snowflake salt is available without limit. Unlimited supply at 5 coppers a caddy. 5 coppers, 10 times cheaper than the clan's bitter salt. No bitterness. This is real salt. Heaven has eyes. Long live the princess. Long live His Majesty. The princess has saved our lives. Line up. Get in line. I want 10 caddies. By my reckoning, the folks of Chang'an should be rioting about now, right? If Li II doesn't send someone to bow his head and apologize, this Tang Dynasty might just change its surname. Patriarch, we're doomed. The sky is falling. Patriarch, mind your manners. What is he so panicked? This is undignified. Salt. Patriarch, you have to see this. That Great Tang Immortal Emporium is selling something called snowflake salt today. What nonsense is snowflake salt? Li II must be grasping at straws, digging up some low-grade toxic or salt to pass off as the real thing. Ignore it. No, Patriarch. Just take one look. That salt is 5 coppers a caddy, with unlimited supply. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. How could the world have salt refined to such perfection? A treasure like this. At 5 coppers a caddy. Li II has lost his mind. Patriarch, we're ruined. All those salt mountains and mine veins under our control are now worthless dirt. Now, forget 100 coppers. Even if we gave it away for free, the people wouldn't touch that gritty, bitter salt. All that crude salt we hoarded. It's all stuck in our hands. We're finished. Ready the carriage. To the East Market. We must seek an audience with Princess Jinyang. Your subject, the Chui clan of Bowling, requests an audience with the princess. The Li clan of Zhaojun requests an audience with the head steward. Daddy said. 1 card per purchase. 10,000 strings of cash. Card first, then talk. We'll buy? We'll sell our pots and pans if we have to. Daddy's tricks work like a charm. The big bad guy finally listens. 10,000 strings. The Chui clan of Bowling takes 1 Supreme Diamond VIP gold card. Here's your card, big bad guy. From now on, when buying salt, you gotta wait in line. No cutting in line, okay? Your subjects obey. Zhao Jun, Li Shi, 10,000. The Chui clan of Qinghe, 10,000 strings. We're rich, Wuji. We are truly rich this time. 3 years of tax revenue for the entire treasury. Probably wouldn't match what we made in half an hour. Your Majesty, this diamond card from the Little Highness has truly drained the marrow from those great clans. With this much money and grain, not to mention 1 flood in Hunan Circuit, we could fight the Turks again and still have plenty to spare. Let's go see my wonderful daughter. Tsitsi, your father's head steward. You've accomplished a monumental feat today. Moi? Ha. Daddy's stubble is prickly. Daddy said. All of this is my private money. If you want to use it for disaster relief, you have to write me an IOU. An IOU? Grandpa will write you one right now, and you have to stamp it with the imperial jade seal. Why is it so muggy today? Not a single breath of wind. Your Majesty, it's the height of the dog days of summer. The Imperial Household Department reported yesterday. The ice stored in the ice house is almost gone. No more ice? In this scorching, people roasting weather, without ice to cool things down, how can the Empress and Tsitsi bear it? Grandpa, the palace is so hot. Even the wind that blows in is all burny. I don't want to stay here anymore. Be good, Tsitsi. Grandpa will send someone to find a summer palace deep in the mountains. I don't want to go to a summer palace. I want to go to Daddy's place and use the air conditioner. Grandpa, I'm going to find Daddy. Daddy has a white square box that blows out cold wind like winter. It's so comfy. I want to find Daddy. Daddy, the heat is killing Tsitsi. Phew, it's so much cooler here at Daddy's. How did you get so hot? You look like you were just pulled out of a river. Isn't your grandpa the emperor of the Tang Dynasty? Doesn't he have any ice at all? Grandpa said the ice is all gone. The Tang Dynasty is like a giant furnace. Even the wind is hot. Daddy, this is for the big bad guy. I brought all the money from the card sales. Grandpa wrote an IOU too. Nice work. You really are Daddy's chief steward. Daddy, I want to take that white box that blows cold air back to the palace, so Mommy and Grandpa can enjoy it. That thing can't be taken with you. It needs electricity. And you have to drill holes in the wall for it. Your palace doesn't even have a power outlet. If you take it there, it's just a useless hunk of metal. Then what do we do? Mommy's so hot she doesn't even want to eat. Don't worry. The AC can't go with you, but Daddy will make you an even more awesome wind-controlling magic device. Isn't the sun super strong at the palace? Daddy will make you something that eats the sun and spits out gale force winds, a real immortal artifact. Eats the sun and spits out wind? Daddy, is this the wind god Grandpa's treasure? Even more powerful than the wind god Grandpa. You stay here and watch some Tom and Jerry. Daddy will be right back. Ha ha ha. Tsitsi, the god-sealing treasure is here. Ha ha ha. Daddy, where's the treasure? First, try this individual grade wind-controlling device. Wow, Daddy. The wind is coming out of this ring all by itself. So cool. I've got a wind god hiding in my neck. This is called a neck fan. No hand cranking needed. Just hang it around your neck, and it blows cool air non-stop. As for this big guy, it's way more powerful. Take it back and show your grandpa what real immortal magic looks like. Your Majesty, this heat is truly unbearable. If it doesn't rain and cool down soon, plague might break out in the city. The ice house is sealed shut. Is the heavens above trying to roast us alive? Grandpa, I brought the wind god back. Huh, protect the emperor. Assassins, panic. What? It's Tsitsi who's back. Tsitsi, wah, what kind of ferocious beast is this? Could it be a new siege weapon granted by the immortals? Silly Grandpa, it's not a siege weapon. This is a wind-controlling treasure. Grandpa, look at me. I'm not hot at all. The wind. It's actually blowing out of this weird-shaped ring, and it never stops. No one even has to fan it. Huh, Grandpa, Daddy said this is called a neck fan. There's a little wind god hiding inside. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Divine skill. This is truly divine skill. This kind of immortal wind-controlling art is absolutely unheard of. Your Majesty, would you allow this old minister to feel the power of this immortal treasure as well? Don't even think about it. This is a treasure Tsitsi bestowed upon us. Grandpa, don't be stingy. Daddy bought one for Mommy and Uncle Fong too. Ah, so cool. This minister feels as if he's standing atop the Kunlun Mountains. Tsitsi, then what kind of treasure is this massive thing? Daddy said this is called the sun-eating wind-spitting beast. You just push it out into the sun, let it eat its fill of sunlight, and then it spits out a hurricane. What? It eats sunlight and spits out hurricanes. Quick, open it up. Anan, have someone push this immortal beast out to the square. And then, Tsitsi, how do you activate the spell? Grandpa, you just press that little red button. Your Majesty, be careful. This is the immortal master's wind-controlling power. So ferocious. So domineering. It eats the sun and spits out wind, commanding the very heavens. With the immortal master bestowing such a nation-stabilizing divine artifact, what do we have to fear from the summer heat? Who in this world can stand against the iron cavalry of the great Tang? Grandpa's hair turned into a hedgehog. That's so fun. With the immortal master's blessing, we can finally survive the summer in the great Tang. Wuji, have you finished counting the card money from those clans? Is it all accounted for? Reporting to your Majesty. The 7 great clans, along with the wealthy merchants of Chang'an, have purchased a total of 120 Supreme Diamond cards, bringing in a total of 1.2 million strings of cash. The treasury is now full. All thanks to the Little Highness's Great Tang Emporium. With this money, send people to Jiangnan Circuit immediately to purchase grain, and rush it to Hunan Circuit for disaster relief. Your Majesty, this minister was just about to report on that very matter. Although the great clans took a heavy loss in the salt trade and paid the entry fee, their wicked ambitions are far from dead. Right now, several major grain merchants in the Guangdong region are secretly colluding and have jacked up the price of old rice by 5 times. They've calculated that the court urgently needs grain for disaster relief, and they want to make back the money they paid out by squeezing us on the grain. Bastards. These blood-sucking leeches. Do they truly think our blade has gone dull? Grandpa, are you mad at the big bad guys again? Be good, Tsitsi. Grandpa's not mad at you. Grandpa has the money now. But those bad guys are hiding all the grain, so the disaster victims still can't get anything to eat. No food to eat. Grandpa's silly. If the big bad guys won't give us grain, I'll just go ask Daddy for some. Daddy has tons and tons of yummy food. That's right. The immortal master must have grain and supplies. But 1,000,000 Dan is such a massive amount. The immortal master alone might not. Wait here, Grandpa. I'll go ask Daddy. Oh, slow down. Slow down. Why are you running back again? The big electric fan doesn't work well. What? The fan is super cool. Grandpa's been smiling all day with the fan blowing on him. Daddy, Grandpa said. The bad guys hid all the grain. The disaster victims have no food to eat. Daddy, do you have grain like White Rock Mountain that can turn into a whole mountain of food? We need grain for disaster relief. Tsitsi, Daddy can't conjure up a mountain of grain, but Daddy can give your grandpa something more precious than mountains of gold and silver, a divine treasure from the immortals. Daddy, what are these gray little dirt clods? Can you eat them? These are called potatoes and sweet potatoes. That sweet roasted sweet potato you just ate came from these. Tsitsi, listen to me. If you plant these in the soil, in just a few months, 1 mu of land can yield 5,000 gene of grain. F5,000 gene. Is that heavier than Grandpa's horse? Heavier than 100 horses. Go, tell your grandpa. The glory of the great Tang lies in these little dirt clods. Then I'll remember that. 1 mu, 5,000 gene. Oh my, you little rascal. Has the immortal master bestowed grain upon us? Grandpa, look. Divine treasures from the immortal realm, from Daddy. This? What is this? It's hard. And covered in mud. Could these be strange stones from the immortal realm? They're not stones. Daddy said they're called potatoes and sweet potatoes. They're food you plant in the ground. Huh, food you plant in the ground? But distant water can't quench present thirst. Besides, our Tang's millet and wheat, even on the finest paddy field, can barely yield 200 or 300 gene per mu no matter how hard we try. These few measly dirt clods, even if planted, what harvest could they possibly bring? Daddy said. Daddy said to cut these into pieces and bury them in the soil. 1 mu can grow 5,000 gene of grain. That's heavier than 100 horses. 5,000 gene. Your Majesty, perhaps you misheard the immortal master's decree? I didn't mishear anything. Daddy never lies. Heaven blesses the great Tang. The immortal master has bestowed his wisdom. This is a divine artifact that will keep our Tang prosperous for 10,000 generations. 5,000 gene. 5,000 gene per mu. Your Majesty, if this thing truly yields 5,000 gene per mu, those great clans and aristocratic houses, those grain merchants and tycoons, they'll all be nothing but dirt and rubble. The eternal foundation of the great Tang shall be laid this very day. Indeed, with such immortal seeds, our Tang's iron legions will never again worry about provisions. Who else in this world can stand against the Tang's might? Zhang Anan, this old servant, is here. From this moment on, seal every gate of the Taiji Palace. What happened in this hall today? If even half a word leaks out, whether maid or eunuch, all shall be executed, 9 generations wiped out. This old servant obeys the decree. Tsitsi, did the immortal master give any instructions on how exactly to plant these potatoes and sweet potatoes? What kind of immortal dew is needed to water them? Or perhaps some spirit-gathering formation must be arranged. Daddy said it's not that complicated. Daddy said to cut them into pieces with a knife. Each piece needs to keep one eye. Then bury them in the soil. And water them a little bit. Cut them open. And keep the eyes. Where do potatoes have eyes? Oh, Grandpa, you're so silly. It's these little dimples right here. Daddy said they're called bud eyes. You have to keep them when cutting, or they won't grow. I see. Things from the immortal realm. Even the sprouting spots have such a vivid name. Quick, go to the imperial garden and deliver my decree. In the southeast corner of the imperial garden, those most flourishing peonies, pull them all out. Clear 1 mu of open land. Your Majesty, those are the finest golden peonies. The Empress's most beloved flowers. Pull them out. But before the fate of the great Tang, a few peonies are worth less than nothing. Even if I had to tear up every brick of the Taiji Palace. These immortal seeds will be planted today. Go. All of you withdraw. Retreat 100 feet away. Anyone caught peeking, execution. This old minister will help your Majesty and Tsitsi. Head steward, how should we dig this ground? Daddy said. You need to make ridges. Like piling up long rows of little dirt mounds. Can't just bury them flat in the ground. Good. Ridges. Wei Qing, you're in charge. East side. Fuji, you loosen the soil. Ouch. For the eternal foundation of the great Tang. This old minister will give it his all. Grandpa, hurry. Cut the potatoes, put them in the holes, cover with soil. Don't bury them too deep. The immortal seeds are in the ground. Grandpa, Daddy said we need to water them a little. From this day forward, this section of the imperial garden is declared the highest restricted zone of the great Tang. I and you 3. We'll take turns personally watering and weeding here every day. No one else is permitted to touch them. We obey the decree. It hurts. This is killing me. My hands are covered in blisters. Uncle Chung, let me rest for a moment. Prince Wei. The head steward has made it clear. 2 mu of land every day. Miss even 1 inch. And no dinner for you tonight. Get up and get back to work. Don't slack off, the head steward said. If you don't finish the task, there will be extra punishment. This piece of junk iron doesn't even have a proper long handle, and I have to bend over. How am I supposed to dig like this? Ouch, there's a big rock down here. This ground is impossible to dig. Even the iron shovel is about to shatter. This? How is this possible? Eunuch Liu, have you lost your mind? Cuts through iron like mud. This is no farming tool. This is clearly a divine weapon. No wonder the Little Highness said it's a new weapon. Prince Wei. A mere mortal like you is unworthy of wielding a divine weapon from the immortal realm. Guards, bring him a wooden hoe instead. Uncle Chung, have you no sense of fairness? That was the digging tool Sitsi gave me. Enough talk. I'm returning to the palace to report to His Majesty. If we equip the Xuanjia guard with these shovels, the Turks' heads would be as easy to slice as this watermelon. Such terrifying steel. Not a trace of impurity. Superb toughness. The farming tool the head steward casually tossed to Qin Ke yesterday is a divine weapon our great Tang could never forge even with all its might. Grandpa, it's just a shovel. Look how excited you all are. In the immortal realm, it's just for digging holes and filling dirt. For outdoor camping, you can buy one for just a few dozen won. A few dozen won. The entrenching shovel is just the tip of the iceberg. These industrial products from the Great Tang Emporium, we can have as many as we want. Grandpa, this is the ultimate immortal treasure that the Great Tang Emporium will plant in this world. What is this? It looks like a stone, but it has sprouts growing out of it. This yellow one is called potato baby, and this red one is called sweet potato baby. Daddy said. Those great clans rely on their grain and land to defy Grandpa, don't they? As long as we plant these 2 babies at the royal farm, their grain will become worthless garbage on the streets. Little Highness, is this fresh grain? What's the yield? Can 1 mu produce 300 gene? 500 gene. Heaven blesses the Great Tang. If it truly yields 500 gene per mu, within 3 years, the Tang's granaries will be overflowing. Silly Uncle Fong. Daddy said. These potatoes and sweet potatoes can grow just fine in any sandy or ordinary soil. No need for careful tending. 1 mu of land can yield 3,000 to 5,000 caddies. 3,000 to 5,000 caddies? Little Highness, is this true? This concerns the very fate of the Great Tang. Of course it's true. Daddy never lies. And they grow underground, so locusts can't get them. They don't fear wind or rain either. Just cut them into pieces and bury them in the soil. And in a few months, you harvest a mountain of them. Excellent. Let it be known. The royal farm is hereby designated a top security military zone. 3,000 Xuanjia guards shall patrol it day and night. Not even a fly gets in. With this new grain, I'd like to see what the Chui clan of Bowling can do against me now. Head steward. Your Great Tang Emporium won't just sell blind boxes and glass. Grandpa wants it opened across the entire Tang Dynasty. Squeeze every last coin and grain out of those great clans. Dad, my fried chicken's getting cold. With such inexhaustible divine treasures from the immortal master, the prosperity of the Great Tang must never be confined to just Chang'an. Head steward. How much has your emporium earned these past days? Sister Chiu said. The money the big bad guys spent on cards and blind boxes has already filled the emporium's cellar to the brim. Coins are piled up in the aisles now. You trip over them just walking. Ha ha ha, excellent. But this isn't enough. I want to open emporiums across the whole Tang, even all the way to the western regions. Earn money from everyone under heaven. But Daddy said our Tang Dynasty in this world is only the size of a palm. A palm? Nonsense. Our Tang's territory is vast and boundless. How could it be the size of a palm? See for yourself, Grandpa. Daddy says this is called a globe. The place we live on is a ball. The world is truly this vast? Grandpa, Daddy said. War kills people. It's not fun at all. Daddy says the highest form of conquest is economic and cultural infiltration. We sell our emporium's goods to their lands, so they can't taste food without our salt and feel filthy without our soap. Then we take all their money. Economic and cultural infiltration. A brilliant economic conquest. This child's ambition shines like the sun and moon in the sky. See, starting tomorrow, the Great Tang Emporium expands. Grandpa will take that entire street in the East Market and give it all to you. We won't just take the clan's money. We'll take everyone's money under heaven. Yay. Ha. The big emporium is leveling up. We can't let that Tang immortal fortress keep bullying us. I hear the Emperor plans to build a department store in the East Market more lavish than the palace itself. He's cutting off every path we have to survive. Yanliang, we've lost. But our clans have a century of deep roots. We still have one final card to play. The noble women of the Tang court. Which one of them doesn't use The finest rouge and powder produced by our clans. Which one doesn't wear the finest shoe brocade we weave? Send the order immediately. All rouge shops and clothiers under our clans will launch their premium lines. Bring out the western spices and finest silks we've kept hidden away. Everything. As long as we hold the purses of Chang'an's women, that Tang Immortal shop will never stand alone. Daddy, the big bad guys are up to their tricks again. They opened tons of rouge shops right across from our emporium and lured all the aunties and big sisters of Chang'an over there. Today the emporium barely had any customers. The clans are making a move in the women's consumer market. Don't be upset, Tsitsi. They want to sell rouge? Fine. Today, Daddy's going to show you what a modern beauty industry does to old-school competition. Daddy, what are these shiny little bottles? This is called perfume. One little spray, and you smell amazing all day. 1,000 times better than those incense sachets the clans sell. Boss, I'll take your Dior and Chanel Dew perfumes. Pack up everything in your warehouse and give me 50 of those mirrors. Daddy, this glass mirror shows me so clearly. Way better than Mom's blurry bronze mirror. Of course, take all of this back. We'll open a fairy beauty pavilion in the emporium. I guarantee the noble ladies of Chang'an will spend every last coin. Those clan men hide in their shoes just to get their hands on these. Your Majesty, your immortal servant may have 1,000 tricks, but in the cosmetics game, you'll be left staring in envy. Heavens, what is this fragrance? So delicate and elegant. Ladies, dear sisters, this is the city-toppling fragrance bestowed by the immortal master. No need to burn it. Just one gentle spray, and the scent lingers for 3 days. We also have immortal face masks that make your skin like snow, and lipstick so bold it's like flames, guaranteed to turn heads. Immortal cosmetics. Ladies, please don't leave. We have the newest styles right here. Get lost. Your cheap powder looks like whitewash on a wall. Who wants that? I'm using the immortal beauty products. What divine object is this? It shows your entire body. Oh my heavens. I can see the wrinkles at my eyes so clearly. My old bronze mirror never showed those. Lady Chung, don't worry. Wrinkles are nothing to fear. Daddy said. This is called a hydrating face mask. It feels cool and refreshing on your face. Just leave it on for the time it takes to burn one incense stick, and your skin will be as smooth as a peeled egg. This lipstick isn't just perfectly pigmented. It moisturizes your lips too, not a hint of dryness. Little Highness, how much for this lipstick? I'll take the whole lot. I'll buy 10 face masks and 3 bottles of perfume. Is that divine glass mirror across the street for sale? I'll pay. Quick, buy one for home. Ha ha ha, marvelous. Guanyinbi, look at this. Just yesterday alone, that beauty pavilion brought in 300,000 strings of cash. Those clan women are crazier than bank robbers. Your Majesty, I heard. The matriarch of the Chui family dug up the ceremonial gold bricks buried under the Chui ancestral hall just to grab the last 10 LED glass mirrors. Chui Hongdu is so furious she's still bedridden. Your Majesty, this old minister can't go on. I beg you, Your Majesty, grant me justice. Ha ha ha, my 2 good ministers. What seems to be the matter? Your Majesty, my fierce wife, went to the Great Tang Emporium yesterday. Not only did she clean out the 10 notes I had hidden in the secret compartment of my study, she even took the money I was saving for my own coffin. She spent it all on face masks and perfume. I have it worse, Your Majesty. My wife, to buy that turnhead's lipstick, pawned my most treasured calligraphy scrolls from the previous dynasty. This old minister couldn't even scrape together enough coins for breakfast this morning. This shows the immortal goods have won people's hearts. Rest assured, my ministers, I'll advance next month's salary to you. Tsitsi, what immortal nectar are you drinking now? Yay, this is called bubble pearl milk tea, Daddy said. We've squeezed the big bad guys dry. But there's still a group of street loafers in the Tang whose money we haven't taken. They're rich but clueless. The easiest marks of all. Street loafers? Who are they? So sweet and fragrant. These black pearls are so fun to chew. Tsitsi, these street loafers you mention. Could you mean those idle rich boys from the noble mansions? Yes, Brother Zhang Sun Chong, and Brother Cheng Chimo, and the others. Daddy says women love beauty products, and young people love showing off. That's right, Brother Chang Sun Chong, and Brother Cheng Chimo, and the others too. Daddy says women love beauty products, and young people love showing off. We're going to give them the coolest gear. Great, that's perfect. Fangqin, stop crying. Go, round up all those idle good-for-nothings from the noble estates, and bring them to the front of the Great Tang Emporium. Today, I'm going to drain their New Year's money dry. I say, Your Majesty Chimo, why did you call us all here? I just want to fight with a top-tier cricket. Who knows? Probably the Little Highness has cooked up some new-fangled gadget again. But honestly, ever since that soap and colored glass came out, the stuff from this immortal shop is seriously something else. What is that thing? Why does it only have 2 wheels? No head, no tail. How do you even ride it? It can't even stand up straight with 2 wheels. If a person sits on it, they'll end up eating dirt for sure. Silly Uncle Chingchimo. This is called a mountain bike. Daddy said. This is the coolest ride from the immortal realm. No need to feed it grass. Just pedal with your feet. It's way faster than those horses you have to wrap up. Little Highness, please stop teasing us. There's no way something with 2 wheels can move on its own. It defies all logic. Humph, don't believe me? Sister Zhou Yu, show them what it's got. Ah, it's moving. It really doesn't need a horse. It moves all by itself. Well, I'll be. That is seriously cool. Little Highness, how much for this iron horse? I'll take it. I bid 100 strings of cash. Get out of here. With a body like a lump of coal. Do you really think you deserve such a flashy immortal ride? I bid 500 strings. Not for sale, not for sale. This is a limited edition. Only VIPs with the Supreme Diamond card at the Great Tang Emporium, who have spent over 10,000 strings of cash, are eligible to bid. Only those super VIPs can join the auction, and anyone buying a bike must first buy a cup of our 10-coin bubble milk tea. No milk tea, no entry. A 10-coin cup of this drink? I'll buy it. Forget 10 cups. I drink 100 cups. This is the drink of the gods. This has to be the celestial nectar of the immortals. Out of the way. Everyone, get out of my way. That golden iron horse is mine. This isn't running a shop. This is straight up fleecing the land. Daddy's right. War is too tiring. Better to use playing cards and Mahjong. You little girl are completely obsessed with money now. But to deal with those old foxes always scheming against each other. These 2 national treasures are a total game changer. Seatsy, watch closely. This table is called an automatic Mahjong table. Just press this button in the middle, and the mechanism inside will automatically shuffle and arrange the tiles. It's 100 times faster than shuffling by hand. Wow, there's a little elf hiding inside the table. Take it back. Let's open a VIP royal game room at the Great Tang Emporium. Charge by the hour. Need a 4th? Need a 3rd? We'll fill the seats. Tea and snacks are extra. Daddy guarantees that soon no one will even show up for the morning court. Grandpa, Uncle Fong, Uncle Chum, stop chatting about boring stuff. The Emporium has a new game. Daddy said. It's called Mahjong. It's a test of strategy, tactics, and calculation. The Immortal Realm's art of strategic gaming. The Immortal Realm's art of strategic gaming. You know, how does it compare to Go? Go is way too boring. This one needs 4 people to play. That's the exciting part. Protect the Emperor. There's a mechanical beast in this table. Haha, stop. Silly Uncle Chum. It's just automatic tile shuffling. Incredible skill. No manpower needed. It can even arrange the tiles by itself. Grandpa, Uncle Zhang's son, Uncle Fong, Uncle Chum. The 4 of you make a perfect table. Let me teach you the rules, okay? Haha, I pong. Old Cheng here is 1 tile away from winning. No matter what you play. I'm going to win. Duke of Liu, Mahjong is like commanding troops. What matters is composure and calm. Shouting like that just reveals your hand to everyone. 10,000, calm. Oh my gut, my gut. You've just delivered yourself right onto my blade. I win with the Kong flower. Oh, your majesty. I was just about to eat that tile. Bets are placed, hands off. A move made is a move regretted. Pay up, pay up. This is bizarre. I've roamed battlefields for decades. How have I lost over a dozen hands at this tiny card table? Uncle Chung, Daddy said. 9 out of 10 gamblers lose. If you want to win, you just need to practice more. Your majesty, it's getting light out. The morning court will start soon. Delay the morning court by an hour. Once I've finished handling this bit of state affairs, I'll send a decree. Court is dismissed for today. If my ministers have nothing to do, go to the Great Tang Emporium and experience the wonders of the immortal realm. Today, I'm going to win every last coin. From the private purses of the noble houses. Your majesty, this old minister protests. 8 more rounds. Even if I have to mortgage my entire estate today, I will turn this around. Pair of 3s? Can't beat that. Joker bomb. Haha, I win. Pay up. Pay up. This Do Diju game is a masterpiece. It's 10,000 times more exciting than cricket fighting. This is crazy. How do you end up as the landlord every single time? Tea fee, 1 string of cash. Private room fee, 10 strings of cash. Automatic Mahjong table usage fee, 5 strings per hour. Sister Chuyue, go put up the notice at the entrance. The Great Tang Emporium is introducing a VIP stored value service. Deposit 100,000 strings and get a free limited edition gold foil playing card set. 3 million strings? Only 3 days. Grandpa, Daddy said. This is called the tertiary industry, the service sector. Daddy also said. If we open Great Tang Emporium branches in Turkic territory, in the western regions, and in Tubo, we won't need to fight wars anymore. They'll be so busy playing Mahjong and drinking milk tea every day that they'll gladly hand over all their cattle, sheep, gold, and silver. Use the ways of commerce to confound their minds and drain their wealth. Use the allure of culture to tame their wildness and seize their very foundations. The immortal master is truly divine. This is true victory without shedding a drop of blood. True unity of all realms. Head steward, hear my decree. The palace building agency is to fully cooperate with the Great Tang Emporium. I want along this Silk Road a Great Tang Mahjong parlor built every 100 li. I want Tubo to willingly become a loyal patron of the Great Tang Emporium. Daxiang. This time we've brought the finest horses and yaks from the highlands. When Li Shimin sees them, he'll surely be in awe of Tubo's strength. The Tang infantry, before our highland warriors. are nothing but weaklings who can't even stand their ground. For this marriage alliance, we must extort as many craftsmen and farming tools as possible. Don't underestimate them. The Tang Dynasty has deep reserves. Let's enter the city. Let the Tang people witness the might of our Tubo warriors. Make way. Everyone make way. Express delivery from 800 li away. This young master must hurry to the Great Tang Emporium to grab a VIP room. What is that thing? No ox or horse pulling it. And it can move that fast. Pair of threes? Can't beat that. Ha! Joker bomb. Pay up, pay up. This is the Great Tang? Have they all gone completely mad? Your subject, Lu Dongzhan, pays respects to the heavenly Khan of the Great Tang. I have come. Bearing 10 Fergana horses, a once-in-a-century gift from Tubo, and 1,000 jin of premium yak meat. I humbly ask your majesty to sample the unparalleled flavors of our highlands. I have heard that the Tang Dynasty is rich in products. But when it comes to the richness of meat and the boldness of strong liquor, my Tubo's Highland yak dares to claim the title of #1 in the world. The Tang Dynasty's food is far too bland. How dare you, you dark-skinned uncle. Such big talk. You say Tang Dynasty food is bland? That's because you haven't tasted the ultimate immortal feast from the Great Tang Emporium. The Little Highness jests. An immortal feast? Could it possibly be bolder and more flavorful than my yak meat, nourished by snow mountain water? I doubt it. Grandpa, I'm hosting a banquet at the Emporium tonight. I'm going to show this country bumpkin what industrial magic that'll knock your teeth out means. Saying our Tang Dynasty food is bland, and even showing off your yak meat? Tsitsi. Today Daddy's going to teach them a lesson. Let them know what the ultimate weapon of modern compound spices is. Premium snowflake Wagyu beef rolls, hand-sliced fresh lamb, liquor-soaked black tripe, duck intestines, and aorta. Bring it all. Take it back and tell them this is called a red oil inferno pot, paired with frosty, immortal nectar. Nobody leaves the table until it's all gone. I'm gonna make that dark uncle cry from the spice. Elephant, look, this copper pot doesn't even have charcoal underneath it. Is the Tang Emperor planning to serve us raw meat? You big meanies. Watch closely. Fire appears out of thin air. No fire starters. No firewood. It's smoky, but it smells so good. Auntie, you can start cooking the meat now. Dunk it in the red oil 7 times up and down, and it's ready to eat. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Lu Dongzhan, what are you standing there for? Why not taste my immortal divine meat? Hey, dark uncle, drink this. Wah, it's so delicious. I've lived 40 years. And everything I ate before, that boiled meat, was practically pig slop. Elephant, why are you crying? This is beneath Tubo's dignity. Brother, are you convinced? Convinced. Completely and utterly convinced. Heavenly Khan, Tubo surrenders completely. This red oil base. And this celestial brew called beer. Please, your majesty, sell them to Tubo, no matter the price. Tubo will buy them. You want to buy the base? Fine, but the Great Tang Emporium doesn't accept scrap metal. 1 pack of Hotpot base for 10 fine Tubo horses. 1 bottle of iced beer for 1 adult yak. No haggling. Deal. We'll trade. As long as the Tsimpo can taste this immortal hot pot, even hauling out all the gold from the treasury is worth it. Hee, Daddy's amazing. 1 hot pot meal. And you've swindled all of Tubo's warhorses and yaks. Tomorrow, I'm opening 100 Great Tang Hot Pot franchise stores along the Silk Road, raking in money from the whole world. The Tang Emperor is generous indeed. I shall immediately write a letter and send it by express courier back to Luoduo City so that Tsimpo can swiftly prepare the cattle and horses to trade for the immortal divine hot pot. Express courier? 800 li? Dark uncle, your Tubo horses are way too slow. By the time your letter arrives, by the time you show up, the feast will be long over. Sister Chuyue. Launch the Great Tang Delivery Express service. Bring out the sturdiest armored vehicle. What kind of beast is this? No hooves. Yet it's even bigger than an elephant. Hey, uncle. This is the Emporium's Highland Express delivery truck. No need for half a month. In at most 3 days. Our Great Tang delivery guy will have the hot pot base on your Tsimpo's table. As for the shipping fee, add another 500 yaks. Physician, select 2 of the sharpest Xuanjia guards. The head steward himself will teach them how to command this divine beast. I want these bumpkins to see that the Great Tang has not only hot pot, but also a steel tide that ignores all terrain. These Tang people are shameless braggarts. Talking about 3-day delivery. This Highland Road, with its sheer cliffs, let alone that clunky black iron beast. Even a bird would lose feathers flying through here. 3 days? 30 days, and they still couldn't climb up. No way. How is this possible? Co-driver, there's a mudslide ahead. The washed-out section is about half a meter deep. What do we do? The head steward said. When in doubt at a pit, engage 4-wheel drive and floor it. Just power straight through. Got it. 4-wheel drive locked. Diff lock engaged. Here we go. Your Highness. Bad news. Outside the city, a giant iron-armored monster has arrived. And inside that monster's belly sit 2 Tang soldiers. Attention, people up there. Great Tang Emporium Highland Express delivery. Your immortal hot pot base and ice knockout wusa beer have arrived. Cash on delivery. 500 yaks. 1,000 fine horses. Goods in one hand. Yaks in the other. Move it. I've still got to get back in time for the evening news. Quick, open the gates. Bring out my personal herd. Don't anger this divine beast. So this is what's inside the iron beast's belly, what Elephant spoke of. The immortal divine stones. What a ferocious aroma. This scent hides blades and swords, stabbing straight into my organs. Enough talk, taste it. Fire. There's fire in my mouth. Quick, bring water. Here. Oh, Elephant didn't lie to me. By the eternal heaven. Haha. So such exquisite delicacies exist in this world. Compared to this, our Tubo's plain boiled mutton is worse than yak dung. Quick, bring out the best 500 yaks from my private ranch, and those 1,000 blood-sweating heavenly horses, and hand them all to the Tang envoys. Hurry, may I ask, Tang envoy, this immortal Hotpot and frosty celestial brew, can you keep delivering them? I'll pay for shipping. I'll trade the cattle and sheep of all less off for them. Depends on how your Tsimpo performs, our head steward said. As long as the money's right. The great Tang delivery always gets there. 0 cost, 10,000-fold profit. This truly is 0 cost, 10,000-fold profit, your majesty. Just 10 packs of spices, and a few crates of beer. Were traded for. Fine horses our Tang couldn't breed in 10 years. This deal is 10,000 times more profitable than robbery. Haha, Tsitsi. You are the great Tang's #1 hero. With these Tubo fine horses, the Tang cavalry gains wings. And with these yaks, every Tang citizen can eat meat at every meal. Grandpa, put me down. Ha ha ha. Daddy said. This is just the beginning. Material plunder is only step 1. Next, we're launching an invasion on a higher dimension. Head steward, what is a higher dimensional invasion? Cultural and spiritual invasion. Daddy says the weather's getting hotter, so the Emporium is opening a night market. We're going to make the people of Chang'an, and even merchants from the western regions, hand over their copper coins every single night. To buy happiness. Buy happiness. Don't tell me the little highness is opening a brothel. Humph. Hey, silly Uncle Chung. Daddy had me bring back a super magical treasure. It's called a high-definition outdoor LED megascreen. Tonight, there's going to be an open-air movie screening in the plaza in front of the Emporium. Movie? Electricity can form shadows too? You'll see tonight. Go post the notices. Tonight at the Emporium Plaza, premiere of an immortal divine drama. Admission, 10 coppers. Bring your own stool. VIP front row hard seats. 1 string of coppers per person, with free popcorn and cola. What is this dark iron slab? Where's the promised immortal artifact? It's glowing. That thing is glowing. What kind of divine being is that? 1 strike, and it shattered the divine miracle of the southern heavenly gate. This is a true recording from the immortal realm. Here I go. The great sage, equal of heaven. The great sage. So magnificent. What kind of immortal sorcery is this? The people inside are actually alive. 1 coin. I'll pay 1 coin. Young prince, this immortal recording. If we show it every night. Hee, Grandpa, Daddy said. This is what they call cultural invasion. Just play it for 10 days or half a month. Those Western merchants won't even want to go home. With extra fine popcorn and cola, we'll sell out completely. No grabbing. I already paid for that bucket of popcorn. Get lost. Give me 3 more cups of that bubbling black immortal cola. The great sage is trapped under 5 Elements Mountain. I'm so worried. I need a sip of that immortal water to calm my nerves. Hey. Line up, elder. Anyone who cuts in line loses their viewing rights immediately. Blacklisted for life. By Allah, what kind of god from the immortal realm is this? Fruit that grows on trees. Why is it so sweet and so crunchy? Paired with this bubbling black water, it's 1,000 times more delicious than the finest nectar in the Persian palace. I'll buy it. Even if I have to pawn my entire caravan tomorrow, I'll eat fresh fruit and watch the Monkey King. That paper cup of popcorn sells for 1 string of coins. The black water also sells for 1 string of coins. Right, the head steward said. The movie ticket is just the bait. The real money is in merchant snacks. This popcorn is made from what precious grain? Just the cheapest soybeans and dried corn kernels in the Tang, puffed right up. Add a bit of sugar and oil. That whole bucket costs less than 1 copper coin to make. 1 copper coin of cost, sold for a full jar. And it's not just snacks. Tomorrow, the Emporium is launching Great Sage Equal of Heaven masks and Rui Jingu Bang staffs, glowing plastic boards. Those kids will definitely beg their parents to buy them. If they don't, they'll throw themselves on the ground and roll around. Those little brats will definitely beg their parents to buy them. If they don't, they'll throw themselves on the ground and roll around. Immortal Master, this economic plundering technique. It kills without drawing a drop of blood. Offend anyone, but never the Immortal Master. This heat is killing me. How much ice is left in the ice cellar? Hurry and bring me a few basins. Your Majesty, this year's heat is extreme. The stored ice ran out last month. Now, ice in Chang'an has been driven up to 10 strings of coins per caddy by the great clans, and there's none to be had even at that price. Outrageous. Those blood-sucking clans are hoarding even ice. Father, Uncle Chang's son, why are you all sticking your tongues out? So ugly. Head steward, you're finally here. Does the immortal master have a tool to escape the heat? I'm about to be roasted alive. Of course he does. Daddy says Chang'an in summer is a giant furnace, so he specially sent me with a wind-commanding artifact. A wind-commanding artifact? How can this hunk of iron command the wind? Watch this. Wind. Such strong wind. So cool. Where's this wind coming from? Oh, my mother. There's no one fanning it. This thing just blasts out gale force wind on its own. Blow me quick. Blow me. In all my years, I've never felt wind this powerful. Old chum, you old fool, move aside. Let me have a turn. I'm about to keel over from heat stroke. Brother, 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 don't fight, don't fight. This one can even turn its head. Huh, an immortal artifact. It truly is an immortal artifact. With a divine object like this, even if the world outside were a sea of fire, my Ganlu Hall would still be a paradise. Father, Daddy said. These artifacts called standing fans. There are 10,000 more in the warehouse. Bring me all 10,000. I'll equip every single concubine in the palace, and every minister of the 6 boards. The rest go to the great Tang Emporium. Sell them for 100 strings? No, 500 strings apiece. Humph, Grandpa's too stingy. We've squeezed enough money out of Chang'an. Daddy says this batch of fans isn't for the Tang people. They're specially for those Western merchants. For the Western merchants? Why? Daddy says the Western regions are nothing but desert, 100 times hotter than Chang'an. Once those merchants have felt our fans, they'll never survive the scorching desert sun again. We're launching the Great Tang Emporium Western franchise plan. From Jade Gate Pass to Gaochang, all the way to the west. They pay a franchise fee of 100,000 taels of gold, and they can open a Great Tang Emporium branch in their territory. Only franchise stores. Get the right to sell our standing fans, iced cola, spicy oil hotpot, and popcorn. Your Majesty, Little Highness, this plan is a scheme that swallows the heavens. In this way, not only will the wealth of the entire Western regions flow into the Great Tang without end, but more importantly, the livelihood of the Western regions will be firmly gripped by the throat of our Great Tang. Once the Western people grow to love Central Plains cuisine, daily goods, and all kinds of arts and entertainment, if they ever dare to disobey, the Great Tang only needs to cut off their supply of goods. Without sending a single soldier, their own people will rise up in rebellion. A fine grip on the economic lifeline. Control one franchise store. Issue the decree immediately. Summon all foreign envoys and merchant leaders at Honglu Temple. I will personally blow this immortal wind-commanding artifact for them at Taiji Palace. I will have the signboard of the Great Tang Emporium planted in every oasis along the Silk Road. What is the Tang Emperor up to? Summoning us in this scorching heat. Is he trying to dry us in a jerky? Who knows? I heard even the Turks in Gaochang have been subdued by the Tang. We'd better tread carefully. Keep quiet. Summon the envoys and merchants of all nations. Ah, by Allah. How is there such a refreshing cool breeze in this hall? It's quite hot outside, isn't it, everyone? This is called the wind-commanding divine artifact. I sympathize with your long journeys, so I've graciously allowed you to share in this immortal blessing. No one waving a fan. Yet it endlessly produces gale force wind. Your Majesty, the Great Tang Emperor, is this divine object for sale? I'll pay 500 taels of gold for one. 500 taels? Are you trying to bribe a beggar? My Arab nation offers 1,000 taels of gold. With this divine object in the desert, even the camels won't get heat stroke. Quiet, quiet. The Emporium never sells its goods to outsiders individually. Daddy said. To get the goods, you must sign a franchise contract. Little Highness, what is a franchise contract? Sister Zhou Yu, hand out the papers. This is called an exclusive regional agency. Pay a franchise fee of 100,000 strings, and the Great Tang Emporium will open a branch in your country. From now on, wind-commanding artifacts, immortal hotpot, frosty cola, only the Great Tang Emporium can sell them. Not only that, if anyone dares to cause trouble, or dares to compete with the Emporium in your lands, you won't need to lift a finger. My Great Tang Expeditionary Force will ride out in iron chariots to settle the matter for you. I'll sign. My Arab nation will buy the exclusive agency rights for the entire Arabian Peninsula. What's 100,000 strings? What's 100,000 strings of cash? I'll pay 300,000 strings of cash. RB8 team wants in too. Send all that cola and those fans to the Persian royal palace. The king of Persia will definitely trade equal weight in gems. No pushing. Line up and press your fingerprints. Press your thumb on this red ink pad. Then press it on the bottom right corner of the white paper. Daddy says this is called the spirit of contract. Anyone who dares to break the deal will lose the right to buy the Great Tang Emporium's hot items anymore. Your Majesty is rich. Absolutely loaded. Just the franchise fees alone brought in over 8 million strings. That's more than the Tang Dynasty's tax revenue in 10 years. Ha ha, Sitsi. You truly are my Tang Dynasty's god of wealth. With this money, I will build the finest roads in Chang'an and establish the greatest academies. Grandpa, don't celebrate too early, Daddy said. Money alone isn't enough. The weather is so hot. The potato and sweet potato babies in the fields are dying of thirst. Terrible news. The Guangzhou region has had a drought for 2 months. Not a single drop of rain. The Wei River's water level has dropped drastically. The fresh grain leaves in the imperial garden and the fields outside the city have all turned yellow. If we don't water them soon, we're facing a total crop failure. What? What about the water wheels? Have the people pedal the water wheels to pump water from the Wei River. Eunuch Lu, the Wei River's water level has dropped over 10 zhang. The water wheels can't even reach the water's surface. If we rely on people carrying water by hand, for those hundreds of thousands of mu of fertile land, we'd exhaust every person in Chang'an and still never finish watering it. Grandpa, don't cry. It's just watering, isn't it? Daddy said. Ancient farming depends on the heavens for food, but modern farming dares to slap the heavens right in the face. Little Highness, can you really summon wind and rain? Summon wind and rain? That's the Dragon King's job. Daddy says we should believe in the power of science. Grandpa, wait for me. I'm going to have Daddy send us a super water-sucking monster. Water level dropped. Manpower can't reach it. Isn't this exactly the terrain a high-power water pump excels at? Boss, give me one. The highest power diesel self-priming water pump you've got. Yeah, the kind that can pump river water straight up a 100-meter slope. And give me 500 meters of reinforced PVC fire hose too. Also, throw in 10 barrels of diesel. Take it back, Cece. Throw that thick pipe into the Wei River. Start the machine. And Daddy promises it'll spit out more water than the Dragon King sneezing. Grandpa, the water-sucking monster is here. What kind of iron-armored beast is this? It doesn't even have wheels. Uncle Chung, quick. Throw that thick pipe with the mesh cover into the river. The deeper, the better. Uncle Fong. Pull that long white pipe over to the fields. If the heavens won't provide the water super sucker, we'll pump it ourselves. Heave-ho. On the banks of the Wei River, under the scorching sun, the red diesel water pump let out a furious roar like an ancient primordial beast. Black smoke billowed, rising straight into the sky. Step back. Everyone step back. This iron-armored beast is enraged. Grandpa, watch closely. The water is coming. A white dragon. A white dragon has appeared. Why isn't this pipe doing anything? Uncle Wong, get out of the way. The water cannon is about to fire. Oh my mother. Water. It really is water. Water even more powerful than the Dragon King's sneeze. So what if it's a natural disaster? We'll use the Immortal Master's device to pump this Wei River dry if we have to. With a divine artifact like this, what does the Great Tang have to fear from drought demons? Grandpa, this machine needs to drink black water to work, Daddy said. As long as the fuel supply holds out, this monster can pump until the Wei River runs dry. Then feed it. Let it drink. If this black water runs out, I'll trade gold with the Immortal Master for more. Even if it costs a fortune to save the lifeline of the Great Tang. Grandpa, since we can pump river water onto the shore, why not pump the water straight into the homes of Chang'an City? Pump it into homes. Head steward, what you mentioned yesterday about pumping water into homes, you mean using this iron contraption? This thing has no well rope. How can it draw water? Oh, silly. Daddy said. This is called a running water system. Those rich big bad guys in Chang'an have to hire people every day to draw and carry water from wells. It's tiring and dirty. What if we use pipes to send water up to a water tower on the wall, and then connect small pipes to each of their homes? Whoosh. Just a simple twist. And clean, clear immortal water flows out automatically. You'd even save on the servants hauling water. Little Highness, with such divine methods. If this can truly be rolled out across Chang'an, then every household's lifeline would be in these little iron pipes. Uncle Zhang's son, you're so smart. Daddy said. This is called infrastructure monopoly. We'll establish the Great Tang's first water company. Anyone who wants a water tap installed at home must first pay an installation fee of 1,000 strings. Then, on the pipes, we'll install something called a water meter. However much water they use each month, that's how much water money they pay the Great Tang. Water is the most indispensable thing in this world. Once they get used to the luxurious life of turning a tap and getting water at home, they'll never tolerate lining up for well water again. And when that happens, how much the water rates go up will be entirely up to the head steward. Go. Immortal Ministry. Drop everything right now. Give your full cooperation to the head steward. In the east and west markets and the noble districts, dig trenches and lay pipes for me. As you command. Did you hear? The Great Tang Emporium is releasing another divine artifact today. It's called Running Water. Running water? Can water run to you on its own? I don't believe it. My estate has over a dozen sweet water wells. I don't need their piddly water. All you big spenders of Chang'an, summer is this hot. And you're still drinking that muddy well water? Still making your servants boil bathwater bucket by bucket? Today, the Great Tang Water Company officially opens for business. Open your eyes wide and see how the nobles of the immortal realm use water. The water really does flow out by itself. Off. On. A divine artifact. No more carrying water. No more digging wells. Just move a finger and water flows. Little Highness, how much for this divine artifact? Install one at my estate too. I'll pay 500 strings. 500 strings? You dare say that out loud? A divine artifact that symbolizes status like this should be at least 1,000 strings. Little Highness, install mine first. I'll pay 2,000 strings. Go to the Gao estate immediately and lay that white pipe. Line up, line up. Great Tang Water Company, honest dealing for young and old alike. Installation fee, 1,000 strings. Water bills are settled monthly. Fail to pay on time, and we cut your water immediately. Oh, immortal master, immortal master. I conquered this realm with sword and spear, yet you make more with a few plastic pipes than I do. At this rate, this Tang Dynasty will sooner or later be completely taken over by your Great Tang Emporium. Why does it have to be scorching hot? Half a month after the running water system was installed, the nobles of Chang'an may have enjoyed the convenience of turning a tap for water, but they also met a brand new headache. What is this nonsense? Master, this is wood water. The wooden basin can't even catch it. We just wash our hands. And the whole courtyard turns into a puddle. The Great Tang's drainage system can't handle this endless flow of tap water at all. Let's go to the Great Tang Emporium. I spent a full 2,000 strings of cash on the installation fee. This Little Highness only handles the water coming in, not the water going out. This is clearly a ripoff. Head steward, Minister Gao speaks sense. This tap water is all well and good, but if it leaves the ground all muddy, the experience is greatly diminished. Hee. Uncle Gao took the bait. Daddy said. This is called a loss leader. The real big-ticket items are still to come. What? I spent 2,000 bucks. Just as bait? Brother Gao, open your eyes wide and look. This is what we call the immortal realm. Deluxe, premium, right here. These white tiles are so smooth and shiny. They're brighter than the white marble in the palace. Tsitsi, what is this thing? Auntie, this is called a shower head. It's for bathing. Connect it to the water pipe, and the water sprinkles down on you as fine as spring rain. Bathing standing up. As gentle as spring rain. But that's not all. This is the true soul of the entire bathroom. The modern flush toilet. Flush toilet? I know what a toilet is. But what does flush mean? Sister Chuyue, bring the food. What a waste. A sheer waste of heaven's gifts. Such exquisite, flawless white porcelain is being used by the immortal master for this? If this fine porcelain were made into a vase, it would fetch tens of thousands of strings. Dad, porcelain in the immortal realm isn't worth much. This is just a tool for doing your business. Uncle Gao, after you use the toilet, you don't need to cover it with dirt. And you don't need a servant to empty it. Just gently press this button, and whoosh. All the waste is flushed away by extremely strong water pressure. Instantly into the buried PVC sewage pipes. Straight out of the city to the septic tank. Going to the toilet can become an absolutely ultimate pleasure. Little Highness, I'll buy this. What? I'll take the entire premium bathroom set. How much? Is 5,000 strings enough? Uncle Gao, you're thinking too small. The full set of waterproof, slip-resistant floor tiles, plus the shower head, ceramic flush toilet, and stainless steel towel rack. The original price is 30,000 strings. 28,000, and that includes the official sewage pipe installation. Fine, 28,000 it is. As long as I can use this divine device, I'll spare no expense. Tsitsi, install 10 sets in your grandpa's Ganlu hall, and also in your mother's Lijiang hall. I suddenly feel that, without this flush toilet, being the Emperor of the Great Tang has no flavor at all. A mansion without a flush toilet doesn't deserve to be called a mansion. Your Majesty, ever since we installed these immortal toilets, there isn't a trace of odor in the Ganlu hall. The Little Highness's divine artifacts truly benefit all the people. Benefiting the people? It's benefited me. And emptied the pockets of all my ministers. The immortal master has so many magical artifacts. So why is the lighting at night still so dim? This candle smoke is stinging my eyes. Grandpa thinks candles are too dim? That's because the Great Tang Emporium is about to launch the Light Descends package. Daddy says these are called solar-powered LED outdoor floodlights. Just leave them in the sun during the day, and they'll shine all night long. Auntie, Daddy said. The people of the Great Tang are too bored at night. They go to sleep as soon as it gets dark. That's really holding us back from making money. Holding back making money? Exactly. We need to develop the nighttime economy. Daddy had me bring 10,000 of these solar streetlights. We're going to make the Vermilion Bird Avenue and the square in front of the Great Tang West Market Gate as bright as day. Grandpa, lift the curfew. The Great Tang is going to build an all-night, money-raking Great Tang Nevernight City since ancient times. The Great Tang has enforced a strict curfew system. After sunset, the gate drum sounds 600 times, and the city gates are shut tight. The streets. This isn't just to prevent thieves, but for the absolute security of the imperial power. No, absolutely not. Your Majesty, on a dark and windy night, without the curfew, Chang'an will surely be overrun with thieves and assassins. This so-called nighttime economy is clearly the death knell of a nation. Your Majesty, Minister Wei speaks the truth. The Great Tang Emporium is certainly miraculous, but in the darkness, the Imperial Guard cannot even see the faces of criminals. How can we guarantee safety? Darkness? Who told you night has to be dark? Grandpa, the main hall is too bright. You can't see the effect. Zhang Anan, shut all the doors and windows of the Liangyi Hall. Cover them with black cloth. Protect the Emperor. What is the meaning of this pitch-black chaos? Uncle Wei, open your eyes wide. Don't blink. My eyes. Have they sealed the thunder and lightning from the heavens? Inside this iron shell? Wei Qing, tell me now. If I first hang these divine lights all along the Vermilion Bird Avenue and the East and West markets, making Chang'an's nights as bright as day, would those thieves and assassins still dare to come out and cause trouble? And that's not all. Daddy said. These are called solar-powered, light-sensing streetlights. No need for a flame. No need for oil. The sun shines on them during the day, and they turn on by themselves when it gets dark. Saves all the effort. From this day forth, the curfew for the East and West markets and the Vermilion Bird Avenue is hereby lifted. The Great Tang Nevernight City officially opens its streets tonight, on a night with no moon. Pitch black. Isn't the court afraid of chaos? What do you know? I heard the Great Tang Emporium has hung magical artifacts from the immortal realm all over the trees on both sides of the street. Sister Chiyue. It's dark now. The light of the immortal realm should descend. They're on. Heavens. The iron lumps are glowing by themselves. This is a true god descending to earth. They've forcibly kept the daylight here in the mortal world. A miracle. No fire, no oil, and it lights up by itself when dark. Our Great Tang is blessed by the immortal master. This light of 10,000 generations will surely shine for 1,000 autumns. Look. This is my Great Tang. This is the Nevernight City bestowed upon the Great Tang by the immortal master. Oh my goodness gracious. What's that delicious smell? My soul is being lured away. The Great Tang Nevernight City Barbecue Night Market is now open. Immortal Realm Secret Recipe Grilled Skewers. 10 coppers a stick. Paired with a glass of iced draft beer. And I wouldn't trade places with a god. Line up. Line up. Pay first, then get your meat. Give me 10 sticks. Make it 100. Hot, hot, hot. Ha. So delicious. Numbing and spicy. The powder on top is absolutely addictive. Once you start, you can't stop. Ha. Old Way. Weren't you just saying the night market was the death knell of a nation? How have you eaten over 20 sticks? I was just tasting this new delicacy for your majesty. If this numbing, spicy, salty, and fragrant food spreads among the people, so delicious. Waiter. Bring me 2 more kidneys. This is the true golden age, with the immortal realm's light to dispel the darkness, and the immortal realm's delicacies to fill our bellies. The tax revenue from one night of this market will probably break the Ministry of Revenue's records again. The opening of the Great Tang Nevernight City has turned Chang'an's nights into a true money pit. Barbecue, beer, streetlights, movies, the Great Tang Emporium. The Great Tang's nights are now a true paradise of pleasure and profit, like a terrifying water pump, draining the Great Tang's wealth day and night. Yet the great clans, backed into a corner, finally unleashed their deadliest trump card, passed down for a century, the monopoly on knowledge. Your Majesty, the Great Tang Emporium spreads heresy, cheap tricks, and lewd crafts. They corrupt the hearts of our people. Now the citizens of Chang'an leave their doors unlocked at night, obsessed with that so-called night market. If this continues, the nation will crumble. If your Majesty does not immediately shut down the Emporium, and banish that deceitful little shopkeeper. We ministers will all resign today and return to our hometowns. The old fox, crushed in business by a dimensional blow, now resorts to the thuggish tactic of flipping the table. If they really cut off the supply of books and paper, scholars across the land will riot. Not only that, if your majesty insists on favoring that Wu-named brat, all paper mills under our name and printing bureaus will cease operations indefinitely. All clan academies will stop sending students to the court. Chui Hongdu. You dare threaten his majesty? You're digging out the very foundation of the Tang, threatening Minister Fong? You exaggerate. The truth is, the Emporium has pushed us to the brink. Our families simply can't afford to make paper anymore. Will your majesty choose that little barbecue girl, or the fate of the great Tang? The choice is yours. What do you mean, can't afford to make paper? Old man Chui, you just said your paper is too expensive, and you won't sell it to Sister Yi anymore? Brat, the art of paper-making is a secret passed down only within our clans. The common folk know nothing of it. A single sheet of fine paper costs 100 coins. Without our paper, the court can't even write its own imperial edicts. Who said anything about writing on paper meant for wiping mouths? Sister Chiyua. Bring up that block Daddy sent over yesterday, the one called A4. Bring it up. Huh. Anti-catch. Pose. This world actually has paper this pure. Even thickness. No visible fibers at all. Smooth as a mirror. Your Majesty, bring brush and ink at once. This old minister must try it. No ink bleed. The stroke penetrates the page without tearing. The brush glides as if skating on ice. Not a hint of resistance. A divine material. With paper like this, my calligraphy will reach a whole new level. Impossible. Paper this white must cost a fortune to produce. How much can your emporium possibly have? 1 box? 2 boxes? It could never supply all the scholars in the land. Costly. Daddy said. This kind of paper, in a modern factory, can produce tens of thousands of tons a day. All your scholars combined. Wouldn't even be a snack for it. The Great Tang Emporium has as much as you want. Buy in bulk and get a wholesale discount. 500 sheets for 5 coins. Fine. Even if your paper is cheap. What about books? The words of the sages must be copied stroke by hand. Our clans hold a monopoly on all the classics in the realm. Even if you have paper, the poor scholars of the world will still have nothing to read. Nothing to read? Then your paper is just a pile of waste. Sister Chiyua. Time for the big guns. Bring out what Daddy printed yesterday with the offset press. Will it in? Oh. This. How were these characters printed? There's no way a human hand wrote these. Of course, no human hand wrote them. It's called modern industrial offset printing. Not only does it need no scribes, Daddy's machine can print 100,000 copies in a single hour. The Analects, with standard phonetic notation and punctuation. Mencius, the Book of Songs. The Emporium is about to open a book section, all for 10 coins a copy. Buy 4 and get a free pen, no inkstone needed. Just uncap and write. Oh, heaven has opened its eyes. Your Majesty, if these divine books truly cost 10 coins, the poor scholars of the realm will never again have to sell their children for a single tattered scroll. The Great Tang will usher in a true golden age, where every man is a dragon. Chui Hongdu, weren't you going on strike? Weren't you going to cut off my books? Get out. All you leeches clinging to the scholars of the realm. Get out of the Taiji Hall now. From this day forward, the imperial examinations of the Great Tang will use A4 paper from the Emporium. The scholars of the Tang will read books printed by the Emporium. The arrival of A4 paper and 10-coin deluxe books. Spread like wildfire, reaching every prefecture and county within a single month. Poor scholars across the land, hearing of error-free divine books in Chang'an, sold off their family property and flooded into the capital like pilgrims on a holy quest, ready for the upcoming autumn imperial examination. Full up. Wasn't the cheapest room 10 coins a night yesterday? How is it 10 times that today? You penniless scholar, haven't you heard? Whose property this inn belongs to? Master Chui has spoken. From today on, every inn and hostel in Chang'an raises its prices 1,000-fold. No money? Then get out and sleep under a bridge. You're trying to starve every scholar in the realm. These clan dogs. They can't stop my exams with paper and books. So now they're playing games with inns and food. They control 90% of the property in Chang'an. They want to freeze the poor scholars to death, starve them in the streets of the capital, and turn my autumn exams into a colossal joke. Your Majesty. Nearly 50,000 scholars have flooded into Chang'an. The Shuntian prefecture shelters are overflowing. Last night, scholars even came to blows over a spot under a bridge. If we don't find a solution soon, there could be a riot. Build houses. The Ministry of Works will start building wooden shelters immediately. Too late. Your Majesty, the exams are only 3 days away, even if every craftsman in the ministry is sent to chop trees. In 3 days. There's no way to build housing for 50,000 people. Auntie, Uncle Fong. Why are you both frowning again? Ah, head steward. I'm afraid even the immortal can't help us this time. 3 days. You can't conjure up 50,000 weatherproof houses. Why would you need to conjure them? Daddy said. The Emporium doesn't just sell things. It also does real estate development. 3 days to build housing for 50,000? Too slow. We'll just build it like stacking blocks. Done in a single night. Stacking blocks to build houses? Exactly. Sister Zhou Yu, tell the Emporium construction crew to level that empty lot south of the city. Tonight. The Emporium is building a super scholar village in Chang'an. Brotherly, the court brought us out to this wilderness. Are they going to bury us alive in a pit? Don't worry, the Emporium's little highness is up ahead. He's the living bodhisattva who sold us books for 10 coins. Daddy says, infrastructure mania, engage. What is that thing? These are fully furnished, foldable container panel houses. Construction crew go? Houses. In half an hour, they built thousands of houses. Ouch, Your Majesty. Why are you pinching me? These iron houses are real. The scholars are lining up to move in. Immortal Scholar Village. 8 people per room. With bunk beds and foam mattresses. Just 2 coins a night. No lodging fees. The clan's dirty money. Gone. They even have immortal lanterns lit. Heaven has eyes. Your Majesty is wise. The great Tang Emporium saved us. Ah, the pastries from Tsuehua Tower smell divine. You poor sods next door. Haven't those hard biscuits chipped your teeth yet? Put the lid on. Press it down with that A4 paper book we brought. Count to 100 silently. Oh, divine delicacy. What is that? Why does immortal food smell this good? I can't stop drooling. Stop. I got first place. The member is me. All top 10 spots are mine. Where are the common scholars and the great clans? What about Chui Hao, that divine scholar of the Chui clan? Take the exam? Huh. Uncle, we were in the exam hall, tortured for 3 days and nights by that reality called instant noodles. All we could think of was that braised beef flavor. We couldn't even read the questions before handing in our papers. Ah, delightful. Since I ascended the throne, this is the most satisfying day I've had. The clan's monopoly on knowledge, shattered by 10 win books, 2 win containers, and a bucket of instant noodles. Head steward. Can this container scholar village stay in Chang'an permanently? Of course it can. Those iron houses fear neither wind nor rain. They'll last decades without rotting. Good. Issue the decree. That scholar village south of the city shall be officially rebuilt as the Great Tang Royal First Comprehensive University. All textbooks. Printed uniformly by the Great Tang Emporium's A4 paper offset press. All room and board. Fully stocked with the Emporium's instant noodles, ham sausages, and running water bathrooms. The clans refuse to supply talent to the court, do they? I don't need them anymore. I shall use the Immortal Master's industrial methods to build compulsory education for the Great Tang. I will mass-produce scholar engineers who can build iron horses, fix water pumps, and read the Immortal Realm's blueprints. Father is mighty. Daddy said. Education is the primary productive force. From now on, the university's blackboards, chalk, projectors, and big copy machines, all covered by us. But the cafeteria contract, the uniform supply, and the stationery monopoly must all go exclusively to the Great Tang Emporium. Granted, the future of the Great Tang rests on the Emporium. Before long, deep winter arrived. Chang'an was hit by a blizzard unseen in a century. Temperatures plummeted. Water froze the moment it touched the ground. South of the city, that great university, built from thousands of iron containers, faced its harshest test yet. Though the iron walls blocked wind and snow, the containers conducted heat so fast they were like ice cellars inside. Patriarch, everything is arranged. Within Chang'an and 800 li around, all charcoal, coarse cloth, and hemp fabric have been bought out at high prices by our 5 great clans, locked in storage. Not a single piece of charcoal is left on the market. Ha ha ha, excellent. Li Shimin treasures those penniless scholars, does he? Built them iron houses, did he? Let's see. In this bone-freezing winter, those poor scholars who can't even afford a padded coat, how will they survive in those iron iceboxes? Within 3 days. That so-called Great Tang University will become a morgue. Those commoners who dared to shake the clan's foundations will all turn into frozen statues. Your Majesty, people are freezing to death. Last night, in the snows south of the city, dozens of students got frostbite on their hands and feet. They can't even hold their brushes anymore. What the hell is the West Market Bureau doing? Go seize it. Smash the clan's warehouses for me. We can't, Your Majesty. The clans learned their lesson this time. They didn't hide the charcoal in Chang'an, but scattered it in secret manners outside the city. By the time we find it, the students will have frozen to death. What's more, they've bought up all the hemp for winter clothes. The students can only tough it out in thin garments. Father, Uncle Fong, what game are you playing? Why are you wrapped up like Zongzi? Head steward, stop eating that ice lump. Does the immortal master have any divine braziers for warmth? The clans cut off our charcoal and cloth. The students are freezing to death in those iron houses. Charcoal, that stuff's dirty and smoky. Daddy said. Real cold resistance doesn't need fire at all. Sister Chuyue, launch the warm winter sale. Haul all those green immortal realm armors from the Emporium warehouse. Straight to the university. Brotherly, I think my hands aren't mine anymore. Hey, you little rascals. Don't sleep. The head steward's here with the immortal realm's cold-proof gear. Put these on. They're called fleece-lined thermal underwear. Wear it against the skin. What kind of immortal fabric is this? It's completely windproof. And the fleece inside clings right to the skin, like sitting by a brazier. Warm? That's nothing. The real deal's coming next. Put it on. Warm. So warm. 10 times warmer than the old quilt my grandpa's used for 10 years. Great treasure. A truly great treasure. Not only is this unbeatable against the cold, the color blends perfectly into the mountains for concealment. If my expeditionary forces were all equipped with these coats, the Tang Iron Cavalry could charge straight through Liaodong's frozen wastes, even in the dead of winter. Father, these army coats, the Emporium sells them. 1 string of cash each. No credit. Deduct it from the students' future salaries. Deduct whatever you want. Issue the decree to the 100 Riders Bureau. Let the clans keep their charcoal for their own incense. The Tang students are so warm now they want popsicles. Though the container dorms were warm, they were pitch black inside. The students, thirsty for knowledge, wanted to burn the midnight oil, reviewing those A4 paper divine books, but found Tang candles absurdly expensive, far beyond their means. Head steward. Solar streetlights can only light the roads outside. The students need to read indoors. If we use pine torches, not only can't they see clearly, they might burn the whole scholar village down. Solar panels charge too slowly in winter snow. Daddy said to truly solve the university's power problem, we need a hardcore industrial beast. What kind of divine beast is this? This is a soundproof diesel generator. Just feed it plenty of black water, and it channels a divine power called electricity through these thin wires into every iron house. It's lit. Heavens! This glass tube shines brighter than the noonday sun. The immortal master grants us light. We common folk no longer need to bore through walls to steal light. This diesel generator. These thin wires. Head steward, this divine power called electricity. Since it can make glass tubes glow, can it make iron horses run? Can it make iron looms spin? Of course it can. Daddy says electricity is the soul of modern industry. Master electricity. And the great Tang can leap across 1,000 years of darkness, straight into the second industrial revolution. A fine industrial soul indeed. Hear my decree. Establish a department of physics and lightning at the great Tang University. I will have the Tang students master this divine lightning of the immortal realm completely. I will have every inch of Tang soil wired with this divine thunder. The snow fell for 3 straight days. All of Chang'an was draped in silver. The great Tang Royal University, bolstered by generators and army coats, lost not a single student to the cold. Instead, the sound of reading rang out, making it the hottest place in Chang'an that winter. But the deep freeze brought more than just cold. It brought severe shortages. What did you say? Tens of thousands of students didn't freeze to death at night. Their rooms glow with glass tubes that need no fire, and supplies are extremely scarce. What did you say? Tens of thousands of scholars didn't freeze to death at night. Their rooms stay lit with glass tubes that need no flame. Where on earth did this Li heir get all these sorcerous tricks? Could heaven be willing the fall of our great clans? Patriarch, please take care of your health. Patriarch, although we lost on charcoal and the inns, don't forget. In a few days is the winter solstice sacrifice and the royal New Year's Eve banquet. Right, the winter solstice banquet. Let's go to the storehouse. Bring that basket of jade emerald greens just picked from the hot spring estate. I shall personally enter the palace to see the emperor. This time, I'll not only make them spit out the money they've swallowed, but also force Li heir to shut down that so-called university. Minister Chui, you want 100,000 strings of cash for these few vegetables? And you want me to close the Great Tang Royal University? Your Majesty, please see clearly. These are auspicious omens, cultivated by my Chui clan with immense effort and resources, nurtured with the immortal waters of the hot springs. This old minister's true purpose is for the fate of the great Tang. I beg your majesty to shut down that miracle second university, and let the young lords return to the orthodox path. Crunch crunch. So sweet. Just too much juice. Getting my hands all sticky. Young lord, what is that in your hand? Grandpa, these are called cream strawberries. And this one's a crowned spiky cucumber. Daddy just picked them at the farm yesterday. They're so crunchy. Impossible. This is absolutely impossible. Outside it's freezing cold, with snow blocking the mountains. Where could such verdant things come from? Even with hot spring greenhouses, it's absolutely impossible to grow such plump fruits. This is an illusion. Yes, it's sorcery. Grandpa, try it. This is what vegetables should taste like in the immortal realm's winter. Wonderful. Truly fresh fruit. This is definitely fresh fruit. Tsitsi, the immortal master can actually grow such divine things in winter. Of course. Daddy said it's all thanks to modern off-season greenhouse technology. Grandpa, come on. Let me take you to the royal farm to broaden your horizons. This is a giant greenhouse made of colored glass. How much top-grade glass must this have taken? So scary when you're ignorant. Daddy said. This is called high-transparency PU plastic agricultural film. Not colored glass at all. It's super cheap. One string of cash buys a huge roll. A miracle. This is a true miracle. The immortal master has truly seized creation itself, making the depths of winter bear summer's fruit. Quick, drag this eyesore away. Don't dirty the immortal master's domain. Little Highness, is this big green ball also for eating? Uncle Chung, put it down. That's Daddy's cultivated Chilean rock sugar melon. Sister Chiyua. Bring a knife. Here, a piece for Grandpa. A piece for Uncle Huang. Sweet. Too sweet, in the dead of winter. To take a bite of such a sweet melon, being this emperor. I wouldn't trade it even for a god. Grandpa, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Daddy said. If the great clans like to show off their status with green vegetables, then we'll fight magic with magic, starting tomorrow. The Great Tang Emporium officially opens its immortal realm fresh produce section. Cucumbers, tomatoes, bok choy, and these big watermelons, all going on the shelves. But of course, the prices absolutely cannot be cheap. We'll sell them even pricier than the clan's vegetables, with even more exquisite packaging. Sell them even more expensively. Little Highness, if we sell them too expensively, won't the common folk be unable to afford them? Silly Uncle Fong. Off-season vegetables were never meant for the common folk anyway. Daddy calls it the high-value target harvest plan. In Chang'an, there are plenty of rich merchants and nobles with more money than sense. We package them in beautiful gift boxes. Sell a cucumber for 10 strings of cash. A watermelon for 100 strings. As long as it has the royal exclusive immortal fruit label. They'll line up to grab them even if they have to borrow money. Buying them to give as gifts. Buying them to show off. Ha ha ha. Well said. Harvest the nobles. Well said. Royal exclusive. Do exactly as the head steward says. The money we earn can be used to build more tin houses for the Great Tang Royal University. And buy more generators. 100 coin watermelon? Give me 10. At tomorrow's birthday banquet, I'll show all my colleagues in Chang'an something they've never seen. These red fruits are called tomatoes. 1 string of cash each. I'll take them all. Every last one. With the devastating impact of the plastic greenhouses, the Great Tang Emporium completely monopolized Chang'an's winter high-end ingredient market. Soon, New Year's Eve arrived. Envoys from 10,000 nations gathered in Chang'an, preparing to attend the Great Tang's annual highest standard, most nationally prestigious New Year's Eve grand banquet. The dishes are excellent, sure. With the immortal realm fresh produce from the head steward, these winter cucumbers and tomatoes will definitely make those barbarian envoys' jaws drop. But this wine is a disgrace to the Great Tang. Your Majesty, this is the finest Jiannan, Funchuan, and Sanlijiang in the palace. We even filtered it 3 times. You call this good wine? How did I never notice how undrinkable this was before? Ever since eating the immortal realm's delicacies, drinking this murky, sour green water, I feel like I'm drinking slop. Grandpa, this isn't the fault of the Tang's brewers. It's really that your distillation technology is too outdated. Head steward. Is that the immortal realm's celestial brew in your arms? Uncle Chung knows his stuff. This bottle is pure white like jade. Without a single impurity. Just the vessel alone is priceless. Grandpa, the bottle isn't worth much. What's inside is the real soul. Aromatic. So aromatic. This fragrance carries the ultimate richness of grain, without a hint of sourness or astringency. Bring the wine. Quick. Your Majesty, the colored glass cup is ready. Clear as water, bright as a mirror. How can there be such pure wine in this world? Grandpa, this is called high-proof distilled baijiu. It's very strong. You have to take small sips. Don't down it all at once. Your Majesty, this old minister will taste it for poison. Ha ha ha. How do you feel? Are you poisoned? Incredible. This is a real man's drink. This wine hides blades within, hides raging fire. Everything I drank before was horse piss. Give this old minister another cup. 1 cup and he's down. Divine brew. This is true celestial nectar from the 9th heaven. Head steward, how much of this wine does the Emporium have? Not much, not much. Daddy brought 1,000 cases first. Grandpa, this is a limited edition Matai. Use this celestial brew to knock all those arrogant barbarian envoys flat on their backs. I hear the Great Tang recently produced some immortal recipes. Cooking up quite a few miraculous secret techniques. Just tricks to fool people. In etiquette and refinement, the Tang may not always outshine us. Soon we'll witness the Tang's state banquet. If the dishes are mediocre, we can report back to the heavenly sovereign that the Tang is nothing but a paper tiger. The Emperor has arrived. Long live the Emperor. Long may he reign. Rise, my ministers. Today is New Year's Eve, with envoys from 10,000 nations paying homage. This is the Great Tang's golden age. Let the feast begin. Green fruits grown in winter. This defies the natural order. Can the Tang Emperor command the very cycle of seasons? Distinguished envoys, do not be alarmed. These are fresh fruits cultivated by the Great Tang Royal Farm. Come, everyone, let us raise our cups. Come, everyone, let us drink this cup to the full. Taste the Great Tang's celestial brew, specially granted by me. Haha, has the Tang gone broke, or what? Serving us plain water like we're fools? The fire is poisoned. The Tang Emperor gave us poisoned fire to drink. Ha ha ha. A bunch of clueless yokels who've never seen the world. Good stuff. This is called high-proof liquor. It's what the immortals drink. You just can't hold your liquor. And you blame the Tang's wine for being too strong. Dad, just drinking is no fun. Midnight is almost here. Time to unleash the ultimate finale that the Great Tang Emporium prepared for New Year's Eve. Oh, something even more stunning than the celestial brew? Sister Zhou Yu, light it up. Show these foreign country bumpkins a big celestial firecracker. Protect your Majesty. Assassins. What kind of weapon is that black tube? Is the Tang trying to silence us? At this moment. Ah, heavenly thunder. The Tang has summoned heavenly thunder. Controlling lightning, tearing through the black night. This Tang Emperor truly is the heavenly Khan. A true god descended to earth. Magnificent. Celestial fire from the immortal realm. This is my Tang Dynasty. Honored guests. This is the Great Tang Emporium. Celestial fireworks, exclusively released here. If you like them, bring plenty of gold tomorrow, and line up at the Emporium to grab yours. Whoever dares to cause trouble in the Tang, I will use this celestial fire to blast their royal city to rubble. Long live the Great Tang.